Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How we doing, gamers?
It's this day of ours.
Are we collectively sleepy today?
I think we may be.
I have done nothing but play The Sims 4 and watch a little bit of the beginning of In Stars in Time.
Oh my god.
Shout out to our favorite little known channel to support, Short One Gaming. Shout out small creators.
Yes. Oh my god. No. Sorry, we're canceling streams so Josh can tell me about all of the reactions to In Stars in Time because I really like In Stars in Time.
I'm literally like early in the second episode. We've just hit the first like loop. So I have experienced functionally none of the game.
Yeah, the game is just hitting its premise.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm like, I don't really have a lot to react to. I like how they did the loop. But yeah, I understand, as I understand it, I have experienced 0.01% of the actual game.
Yes.
Not in
that
terms
is
of time,
correct.
but in terms of like content.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't have any sort of strong feelings one way or the other on it, but
Which is how it is supposed to be.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I'm here and I'm like I don't know how to put it. I know the game hasn't started yet and I'm like fine with that. I'm when it
Yeah,
starts I'm sure I will
exactly.
have opinions. That's all I got for now. I'm just like not there yet.
God, why aren't you giving me your thesis about the final battle in the game, Josh? That's really disrespectful.
I think the biggest reason I started it was because The Sims takes too much of my attention to watch Umineko while I play it. I kept like missing shit in Umineko, but I really wanted to play The Sims, and I was like, I guess I have to pause Umineko while I'm in this Sims binge, and then I'll come back to her. But Umineko's in like I don't want to say a slow spot because that game doesn't have slow spots, but relatively speaking, I'm in a slow spot.
Yeah.
I'm having a thing
You
where
are
I'm
on a
just
train
like,
going
Yeah.
200 miles per hour, and right now it's at like 150.
It's just like it's been a little while since anyone got murdered, or like torn asunder in the Torment Nexus.
And those are different events. Those are different
Yes.
outcomes.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm not even joking. those are not the same thing. Which is something I love about Umineko. Sometimes a character dies and it matters, and sometimes they're just like dismembered, but it's like fine. They
That's
just walk it off.
amazing.
Umineko's
If I ever
great.
have the bandwidth for Moneko, I'm so curious what the fuck that means.
I
I think
recently
you'd like
had
it.
a nightmare about Umineko, so I've just been like, okay, I need to take a pause.
Yeah.
Incredibly fair.
You're in sort of you've gotten to episode 3 at least, right?
Yeah, I'm like on episode 15 of episode 3.
Oh, nice. Yeah. At least, like, episode 3 isn't as, I would say, intense on the horror front as the previous two. Mm-hmm. Largely. I feel like episodes 1 and 2 are scary in ways that episode 3 is not as much.
Yeah, it was more just like they get really in detail about the various deaths that happen in episode 3.
No, yeah, episode 3 does have that one part. I'm rescinding my statement. It does have that one part.
The bit with the spider.
Yeah.
The bit with the spider I had a nightmare about.
I think the what was it, like the Jello Ocean? That was pretty fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All I can think about with no context of that is, like, what if the world was made of pudding? What if the ocean was made of jello?
That kind of is what happens.
That is kind of what happens. What if
I got the
what if the
correct
ocean was made of
vibes.
jelly and we put you at the bottom of it?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be bad for you.
You would not feel very good, I think.
It was not bad for her.
She didn't like it.
Huh.
She got better, though.
Yeah.
And then worse again.
Yeah. And then she
It's
got
fine. But yeah, Grace, if you ever do have 100 million years of free time, highly recommend Umineko. I even recommend the playthrough I've been on, because it's a good one. And I feel like it's not it's not a game where like you make choices, so there's not really any reason to like play it as opposed to watching a playthrough aside from like personal preference. So
I absolutely will when I have just the brain to get into something huge.
yeah, it is very long and very detailed, and they really want you to be thinking the whole time, and it's also intense, I would say, at moments. But yeah.
Oh, best viewers.
We already have the
on
best viewers.
Scam.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
that's how we know it's a scam, not, any other part of this message.
Exactly, we
Because
don't-
we have the best, and this isn't a link to just our stream.
Yeah, it just links to the stream that we're on. That'd be great.
What is the intention of this? To let you go here and say, hey, best viewers, come over to my own stream?
I believe the thing is that you pay for fake viewers.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's advertising that you can like buy bot viewers to artificially inflate your channel's popularity and get more real viewers.
Okay, so I think I figured it was just like a phishing thing. Like they expect you to click the link and just.
It probably is
Oh,
also
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
that. I think
I
it's
just
it's
did not
probably
think there would also be a quote unquote legitimate service. Legitimate is the wrong word. Service that has an effect.
Yeah. I mean, unclear. It might just be posing as one of those services. I just know such services do exist. But I feel like anything coming into your chat and botting about it is probably not legit.
Yes.
If I had to guess. Okay, I cannot be permitted to talk about Umineko, or it will happen forever and ever. Let's play Virtue's Last Reward. How would we feel about that?
Yeah.
I like that even after I banned them, the message stays in the on-screen chat forever.
It's still in my
Shamed.
normal chat, and I don't.
Well, that's
know what
interesting.
that is.
Because I definitely deleted it. 3-hour Umineko podcast with VLR screensaver. Don't threaten me with a good time. It would be really funny trying to talk about Umineko without saying anything that's directly a spoiler.
Uh-huh.
There's a guy with red hair there.
There is a guy with red hair there. That's true.
Battler's
I've
there.
seen him.
I love Battler. Protagonists who, in the first 5 minutes of their introduction, turn to the camera and tell the viewer that they take black market HRT, or like gray market. He takes quote-unquote shady mail-order drugs that have made him a lot taller and larger than he used to be. He was a very small kid, and now people keep commenting on how tall and large he has gotten, and he attributes it to the shady mail-order drugs. Like, they're like, it's like performance-enhancing drugs or like steroids. I don't remember what he calls them. But it's interesting that he said that.
Mm-hmm.
He also goes off about how he hates a stupid-ass name. Ah. I hit the wrong button. It's fine. We're fine.
We're almost at the holy number.
We're gonna have to stop in 23 minutes just to...
Yeah, just to observe.
Yeah. That person is you!
We're good. We always try to end here if we can.
Yeah. It just, the timing ended up working out perfectly for that.
Mm-hmm.
Dio!
Come on, what is this?
Also, chat, let me know how the volume is, because I feel like I have changed it several times over the course of stream, so the balancing might be fucky. Just let me know if anything is too loud or quiet. Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well,
It's on him, I promise.
knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all
But
backwards.
I need to stall for 5 seconds.
So? This isn't a court? Besides, is that perhaps a joke on the fact that he just did the Ace Attorney point?
Maybe.
Just to be like, hey, this isn't a court of law. That just feels like those two things being next to each other is a little purposeful feeling.
Yeah, serendipitous.
Yeah. Why are you getting so worked up anyway?
But I'm glad glad and sad we're done with monologues, but just today I can feel I cannot do any voice. I just feel it in my throat.
Same.
It'd be fun when we get to Q Room and Tenmyoji has to happen. If you're innocent, then a search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't
Who
think so.
gives a fuck? Die.
That's totalitarian, and I hate totalitarianism.
No, guys, it's supposed to be totalitarian that benefits me.
What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because
Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
Is this? Are we at a point where we can skip
What?
stuff?
Oh yeah, I guess this is. I was gonna say, does this play out identically?
Mm-hmm.
Good God.
Fucked up again.
What, hoping I might spill the beans? Nice try. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, a medium?
Well, I'm out. Peace.
I thought I was done with this psychic shit.
Wait! Stop!
I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
I feel like pinning somebody's arm, I would want to go like elbow down and try to use like the full force of my shoulder, me personally.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just holding his wrist in a way that's like a very weak...
Yeah, but they gotta have to make sure that you can't see his face.
Shit, you're right. Yeah, that would put him too low to the ground. That's absolutely why.
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Oh yeah, thank you for the gift sub, Rico.
Thank you, Rico!
Thank you.
Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then, lovers had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Oh, that's so fun to imagine. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice.
Drop it.
Drop it. What do you have?
Luna, go get the Soparil.
No. If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What if...
Okay, yeah, this is...
I can't reach his shins from here.
You gotta flip him over. How much time do we have left?
25 minutes or so, I believe.
And how much time until the white doors open?
Well, you're not gonna believe this. The same.
So, what do we do?
We put in the password and stop the
We
bombs.
search Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it.
What
Only
do
one
we
option
think his
left.
security question is?
Yeah, and that is?
Like for
For the bombs.
For the bombs?
You know, like his first grade teacher or
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
his first pet.
what street he grew up on.
Yeah.
Intuition. We trust our hunches.
Nats, are you suggesting we just guess?
Do you have a better idea?
Well, no. But
It's a really good performance.
Love that delivery. Hi, Astra!
Hi.
It's good to have you here so early.
Wait. There's another way. What is it? Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No questions.
Everyone be really fucking cool about this.
What's your answer?
We all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me.
Right.
The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
This cast notoriously is so cool about things,
Huh?
and they respond to everything normally.
Why?
Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it, we're done.
That's it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you.
You
Okay,
did
we
not
don't
say
have much time
no
left.
questions.
She did,
That was
actually.
not a stipulation.
I'm pretty sure she explicitly
I
did.
do believe she says no questions.
Don't even worry about it. I was trying to lie.
Oh, I see.
Do not check those logs, Sigma. I swear to God.
But I'm always remembering shit. Do you think that's the in-universe reason why we have the logs for dialogue?
Hell yeah, brother.
I think so.
Because he can perfectly remember everything that's said?
Mm-hmm.
Not that there needs to be an in-universe reason, but like it's funny that there
But
probably
it's funny
is
and
one.
silly to have one.
Yeah, it's the same reason that instead of a notepad, we just have Sigma's brain.
Mm-hmm.
Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
I turned without waiting and headed for the door. So this is bullshit I just thought of, and I'm already thinking of the million flaws with it. But I do think it'd be cool, like, it just premise-wise of a game that, like, involves memory, and, like, the log, like, degrades, like, things that are, like, far back, like, just
Ooh.
missing words. Like, the game, like, a lot of the time has you go into the log to get old information exactly.
Mhm.
It's like, ooh.
Yeah, it would be interesting to have, like, you know how a lot of games have a system where, like, they kind of keep notes of what's going on in the plot for you?
Yeah.
Or they'll have, like a character list. It would be interesting to see, like, that kind of information degrade over the course of the game. Because,
Yeah.
like, I feel like, especially, like, if you've been away from a game for a while, your instinct a lot of time is going to be to, like, pull up the character logs and be like, okay, what was this person's deal? Or, you know, like, okay, like, how old is this person? How does that factor into the timeline? And just have, like, the main character forgetting that stuff, you know, about the pace that, like, a person might.
Or if they have some, like, fucked up memory shit going on.
Yeah. Or have it, like, I'm trying to think. You could have, like, stuff get misremembered sometimes. And just, like, have, like, just fully wrong information that, like, sounds plausible in there. Or just, like, something that you made up based on an assumption, but you remember it as fact. And so, like...
No, I do not think that is true. I don't believe that is the case.
I think that would go against the whole point that Sigma remembers everything with perfect clarity. Is the thing. It's probably something I could check on the 3DS version if I ever actually play that, but... Just, like, doodle something in Sigma's mind and then not touch it for the whole game. It would be interesting if they did do something like that, or even, like, you know... This would be bad as the player, but, like, if you had notes that, like, didn't carry over through shifts, but then, like, some of them did. And you're like, wait a minute, that's not from this timeline. It would be bad because it would actually defeat, like, the usefulness of it, but still.
Yeah. Before I could blink, she was gone.
The problem is a lot of memory-based game mechanics are, like, a cool idea that would ruin the
Be
function of, like,
acceptable.
important tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Really good mental image.
Yeah, just like,
Especially when you remember he is in fact old as shit.
yeah. So much of this game is really enhanced when you know what's actually going on. Your shit is whack, like hella whack. Classic.
It's so...
Take care of these guys, okay? Or like Tenmyoji hitting on Sigma in the infirmary, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you back on floor B before you know it. So, just trust us, alright? Good?
I couldn't think of anything else to say. I turned and ran after Phi.
There's something I love so much about Sigma kind of... Covering for isn't the right word, but like, him genuinely putting his trust in Phi to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go with her, and like, I don't think he knows what her plan is either right
Nope.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure as soon as they get, like, separated from the group, he's like, hey, what the fuck was that? But I love that, like, he sort of defends her like that and is like, hey, don't worry about it, just trust us. It's so interesting what their dynamic is like. I really love Sigma and Phi.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
Alright, done.
Now, do it. When?
Simply know it. All hooked up and everything.
How many minutes do we have left?
Well, they'll go off when the doors open, so... You know what I don't have in front of me right this second?
The bomb passwords, I would imagine,
Nope.
given the context.
I know that they're in my puzzle notebook, but my puzzle notebook is on the other side of the room, so let me just cheat a little bit.
This is the most acceptable cheating. We weren't gonna fill the notepad with the stuff we as players
Yeah.
can know.
Yeah, here's the thing. My take is that when I played this game for the first time, I did it legitimately. I think I only cheated at like 2 puzzles ever. So I think that that's legal.
You earned it.
Was it I cheated at the pantry one, right?
I think
don't,
so.
I don't think I brute forced. I think I just looked it up because I like tried to do it legit and I like could not at all. I tried to do like the actual math and I tried like 2 things and I was like, there's nothing that works, and I just moved on. 21 minutes.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B. And bomb number 1 is also on floor B with the garden. With the garden?
Yeah.
I guess. It's not like...
Floor B, it's on floor B with the garden because the garden's also on floor B.
Yeah, it's not, like, incorrect. It's just, like, not what you would say.
Mm-hmm. No, the guy, he has the brain melodies from shifting.
That's true. Yeah, he's just taking the piss out of a lime.
Mm-hmm.
So, we just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some sort of plan, right?
Well, it's not like I don't have one.
I love you so much. You fucking suck.
She's amazing.
Stop being so mysterious and tell me.
Can
the
you
hell am I supposed to do?
imagine if you ran here with her and then she said that?
She really only gets through this by virtue of the fact that Sigma already implicitly trusts her.
Mm-hmm.
In any other circumstance, she's not making it out.
Yeah.
You need to make a jump. Yeah,
Jump?
to another world. Another history.
I can't.
You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you?
Yubi,
knew
she's
it.
not sick.
Because you
Don't
remembered
shake
it happened on
her.
Another history.
Yeah, you should wait till she's unwell or unconscious, ideally.
Yeah.
That's the time to be shaking her, obviously.
Feverish is alright, you can start shaking someone then, but you really should only do it when they're unconscious.
Yeah, ideally. That's really when it's the only time it's gonna help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did, but that's... I mean...
You just have to do that again.
God, Junpei Tenmyoji, what is wrong with you? I'm just thinking about everything about him.
So much.
He shook Akane back when he was normal. He didn't have an excuse for that.
He just didn't know. He's stupid. So you're saying I need to go to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow?
Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or...
Thanks, that clarifies everything. Ugh, damn it. This is so confusing.
Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anymore.
I love Fi because, like, she's not wrong, but this is so unhelpful.
Just jump.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's the worst partner to have in your endeavors.
She's like, you just gotta jump, but you gotta be very careful about when, where, and how you jump. And Sigma's like, that's stressful. And she's like, don't think about it then, just go. After telling him that it's really important that he gets it right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. See you later then.
No,
Are you insane?
see me now! What about this isn't clear?
You're talking about transporting myself across space and time. It's like some kind of space-time human internal fluctuating transfer.
That sounds stupid. What are you talking about?
Also, why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump too?
My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I!
That's a problem.
Well, fuck. I didn't think about that.
It's so funny because, like, I get it, but also... The idea that she just, like, assumes he's better at it
Alright,
on no
consider this.
evidence.
She just has to hope he is, or they're gonna get blown up.
Yeah, her entire plan banks on something she has no proof of.
Maybe we've
And it's
already
so
jumped from another
great.
history to this one. But our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis.
I don't think that's what the word hypothesis means.
I can see it in its colloquial use.
Colloquially, yes. But you are too much of a STEM major to be using that word that way. Are you saying I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember it?
Yeah, I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing
Go
it in another
on
timeline?
Game Facts.
Pull up the Thonky in your mind. It was Thonky, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I stare down at Funky. Password. Password.
I don't know how widely used that is, but that's like the spoiler-free puzzle guide that I was using to cheat anytime I had to cheat in these games. It was just on a website called Thonky.
Password. Actually, I did remember it. I had heard it. Ooh. Well, speaking of the Simnio, Sigma, you can control when you jump. You just don't know that.
Yeah. Is this bond number 2?
It's the first one we found, and the first one we found, I believe, is bound number
We're in...
We're in crew quarters.
Crew quarters.
I feel like it's bomb number 3. I feel like we find 2.
You would
last.
expect. You would expect the. Well, they said 3 was in the Begarden, I think.
Okay.
And you would expect that the wiki page for the bomb passwords would include the locations, but that would be asking too much of the Zero Escape wiki. Apparently.
I feel like this is bomb number 3 and crash keys, but I don't. I'm not certain.
Crash keys is bomb number 1.
Ah, fuck me then.
I'm gonna try to, and if I'm wrong, then that's on me.
I get to kill you legally.
Yeah, legally speaking.
It's in the law. See right there.
What? Yeah. TK. What's that one? Oh, Freezy Soul is this one. I'm wrong.
I get to kill you legally.
Yeah, alright, we're going with 3. Then, LXQ, LHC, and MR. Grace is always right, and this is why.
I simply am. This is just like pigeons.
This really is, yeah. We don't listen to Grace, we die. That's how this works.
It worked.
It would have worked faster if you listened to Grace, but I digress.
Phew.
I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead.
So, you knew the password after all. Interesting.
Yeah, Sigma should be really happy that it doesn't just immediately blow up on an incorrect entry.
They know Dio's got butterfingers.
That's true, yeah. He can't be trusted not to make typos. Yeah, I guess I did.
You heard it in another history?
Yeah.
Just what happened in that other timeline?
Normal stuff. Yeah, see?
See
normal
how
stuff.
normal this is?
Never mind. We don't have time for that. How much longer?
I like the way that implies that Sigma, like, opened his mouth like he was gonna start trying to explain that, and she's like, oh no, I can tell this is a long story. 18 minutes.
Good. We've still got time. Come on. We've still got 2 more. The number 2 bomb is next on the list.
Okay, next one will be number 2.
Right. No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device.
And then she was gone.
That is
I
true,
heard-
Neo Man. They did at one point already try incorrect passwords, just to, like, see if the device worked.
I heard you disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. I hope that the one in the control room counts that attempt, so like you can only do 2 wrong ones here rather than the normal 3.
Yeah, that would be really funny. Slightly unfair from a gameplay perspective, but like from a story perspective, really
Silly.
would be good. I love you door opening animation.
They're so good. I love doors.
Alright, now we're free in Z Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, brother.
You got it?
Yeah, right here.
Hook it up.
Right. No Cecil. Done.
Okay.
Just so you can blow up the moon.
This is
Hurry
true.
it up.
You're not allowed. He just keeps trying to get on my desk, and I'm kind of trying to make him not do that as much, because it's very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Plug in the password.
Partly because I usually have, like, food on my desk, and partly just because he loves to stand immediately in front of my monitors and get in the way. Done. Not done. Hey! What the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong.
No, no way.
Oh, the Dio.
I'm sure I did it right.
Try it again.
This should be the third attempt.
Yeah.
To close you up.
Damn. They died. Yeah.
Sad.
nothing. Sad. Oh well, there's other timelines.
Yeah. Akane ass phrase.
That password's no good.
Then it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords.
All 3. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Shit!
I was gonna
I
say, did she
slammed
kick
her foot
it?
against the bomb, her face uncaringly twisted by anger and frustration.
This is bad. What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember it.
Weird line delivery.
Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password?
I get what they
Different
meant,
password.
kind of, she generally supposed to be seen as a bit cold, but I think face uncaringly twisted by anger and frustration is not true for Vi. I think she displays those often in front of Sigma specifically.
Frustration especially is extremely characteristic for Vi, I would argue.
Yeah, I think that is one of her main emotions when she isn't trying to act cold.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I think she doesn't get, like, really pissed off like this, which, like, is definitely what they were trying to say. Like, she doesn't tend to, like, lose her temper.
It's just funny, the wording.
No, absolutely. I was also thinking that. I was like, is that really out of character for her to get mad? You mean, like, a different history from the other one I remembered?
Yeah, you figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now.
What?
Sissel knocked my
Sissel,
earbud out.
do you have to sit on the earbuds? Yes!
Wants to feel my sound waves. I appreciate you, Sissel.
He's trying to listen to women.
Yes, happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day.
Remember what happened with the last bomb. This one is just like
And
that.
bad Father's Day to Sigma specifically.
Yeah.
Another history. Another history. The password. God. Not saying her story on International Women's Day. This is why you're such a bad father, Sigma.
True, no other reason.
Yeah. Do I know what it is? Can I remember it? I have to. I should probably sit up again instead of just having slowly sunk reclined so far away from my mic. But
I
sitting
feel
is
that,
so
though.
uncomfortable right now.
Sorry, I thought that was my cord. I was trying to move out of the way. Okay, now E, Q, D, D, Y, R, N, T, K. I really should, like, commit these to memory the way I did with the ZTD passwords.
Damn, this is crazy.
Although I don't think I have the ZTD ones memorized anymore.
Yeah, we had to make room for and Echo.
I guess, yeah. There's honestly not a lot you can, like, remember in Umineko that's gonna be helpful.
Yeah.
I've been, like, trying to take notes, but all my notes just end up being insane questions I have that are like, what is the significance of a character having blue eyes? Shit like that. Real example, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw the tweet.
The positions that they sit at dinner, the placements
do
of
have
the
a diagram of where
the
everyone
symbols on
sits.
their clothing.
Yeah, the symbols of the clothing, I am losing faith that it's gonna come up, but I wanna believe. I wanna believe it's gonna matter where the symbol is.
So you did know it.
Yeah, guess so.
Scare me like that, all right?
Loud one.
Wasn't on purpose.
Come on, it's not like I was hiding it. I just couldn't remember it at first, and it just kind of floated up. Or maybe it drifted down.
Whatever. Point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing.
I do love that amazing.
Yeah.
Like, kind of annoyed. You sure don't sound very amazed.
Okay.
I get very glad she got direction on that, otherwise that would have sucked bad.
Yeah. Oh my god, Astro, you have another mutual playing Umineko? I would love to know which one of us is further along, but you may not be able to know that just because of how Umineko is. It's a little bit time loopy, so...
A little bit?
I would not it isn't not a time loop, but I also don't think it's exactly a time loop. I think the purgatory shit makes it a little distinct from a time loop in some unspecified way.
It's a time loop, except there's a story outside of the time loop.
Yeah. It's a time loop, but like they're watching the time loop on TV.
Yeah, the time loop is the format of the story.
Yeah. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I got none of that. That's amazing.
It's really, what I'll say is, like, if you like the type of, like, Zero Escape metafiction shit, Uchikoshi has read Umineko. I am 100% confident about this, because, like, it feels in so many ways like the progenitor of, like, a lot of meta VNs that are out today. I see a lot of it in I see Zero Escape pulling a lot from it. Paranormasight definitely took some inspiration. Being another, like, 80s paranormal-ish horror mystery thing. It's very good. If you like these types of VNs, I think Umineko is... recommend. But also...
Wow, Josh, what do you think my thoughts on Zero Escape and Paranormasight are?
I think you hate them, actually. Famously. Famously, you didn't have any fun playing Paranormasight.
Yeah, I absolutely do not think about it every day and still want to voice the phone call scene again.
I will say, though, like, Umineko is, like, content warnings for just, like, every possible thing, including, like, really specific shit I wouldn't know how to describe.
It has my various
that it's
specific...
a game that's content warning everything, isn't it? From the creator of Higurashi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a guess about the content.
Yeah, from the same, like, series, they're both When They Cry games. Umineko is just about when a different type of animal cries, the seagulls, as opposed to the cicadas. But yeah, it's really good. It's just, like, super fucked up, and sort of the whole premise is, like, what if a family was the worst? What if there was a whole family and everyone in it was fucking terrible? What would happen? And the answer is it would be pretty fucked up.
Also, if you don't end up liking it, do not force yourself to read it.
Yeah, but also give it time.
Yeah.
I will say, like, give it till the end of episode 1.
I'm very good.
And if
at
you
the
like it by
things.
then I feel, well...
Episode 2 does turn a lot of people off.
That's true. If you, yeah. But give it till the end of episode 2 is a long time to ask someone to commit to it.
If
also,
you don't like it by the end of episode 1, you're absolutely not going to like the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I am not hard to please.
And if, like, you find yourself falling off episode 2, I would say, like, try to push yourself, but if you still don't like it by the end of episode 2, you don't need to force yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Episode 2 is, like, weird in a lot of ways that it kind of continues to be weird after that. But yeah, recommend. Battler does kind of suck, though. He's great, but he is sort of, like, Sigma-esque sometimes.
Yeah, he like, you could feel the fact that, like, Sigma feels like he was inspired by Battler.
Oh, heavily.
That just leaves us with the last bomb.
He just, like, he's fine most of the time, it's just that sometimes Battler will say things that you really wish he wouldn't say.
It's
in the garden.
right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things.
Her brain's a little melty, too.
Yeah. Ugh, you make it sound so easy.
Well, don't just stand there.
I love that because she's not even the one shifting right now.
Let's go.
It's just like really exhausting to watch you.
Yeah.
She spun around and was gone. I gripped the input device tightly and headed off after her. The garden.
The garden.
Barden.
The barden.
I want to go to all of the garden.
The Bolive Garden.
Yeah.
I think
To
if
get
there were
some
moon
bread,
bases-
Thomas Sticks garden.
Yeah.
Wait, why did I do the comma? It
Yeah,
is called breadstick.
Yeah, they're not sticks bread.
I'm kind of stupid today. I know I did
okay,
something
we all
really
are.
stupid. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my god. I don't even know if I want to say this. Yeah. Yesterday I was very stupid and like kind of rushing around before going out, right? And so it took me multiple hours to notice I had gone out in my rush in my indoor sandals, so they aren't indoor sandals anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I truly did not notice.
That is the
Sure.
worst.
I need to guess 2 hours, but it may have been more, and I was
Oh.
mortified.
Ooh, yeah.
Finally. The last one.
Totally.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How many minutes left?
They also, being sandals, have no arch support, so
I'm
definitely
sure that
felt
was-
that at a point.
Yeah, I'm sure that your feet, legs, and hips were huge fans of that.
Yeah.
Less than 10.
It's okay. We can still make it. Just stay calm, alright? You have the input device?
Yeah. There we go. Connected.
Okay. Go.
Oh.
We've done this twice already. Do you really need a
Come
third
on,
laptop?
just fucking travel through space-time. Don't whine about it.
You want me to remember another password, right? No! No, that's not what she wants you to do at all, Sigma.
No, I want you to get me Wendy's.
Exactly. What else would I be talking about?
But...
Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. 3rd time's the charm, right?
That's, not really how that's used. I'm just worried that lightning's not gonna strike twice, or thrice in this case, I guess.
No, I think mine still works. There's nothing to suggest the 1st and 2nd times aren't charmed, too.
I guess.
I think implicitly it is.
I guess so?
You're
Whatever.
wrong
Just
is the
do it.
thing. I love
You're the only person who
them.
can.
I really do think it's such an underrated piece of Phi's character that she is constantly using expressions like this incorrectly.
That she says nonsense.
Yeah. It's like she's such a smart, like, character who says such dumb shit sometimes. It's really great. Sissel, you're being a slug right now.
He's exhibiting
He's like-
such slug behavior.
The way his face is just, like, shoved into the chair.
Yep.
Not even snail behavior, disappointing.
I know. What about you? You can jump to other worlds too, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember things as well as you, alright? I'm doing the best
Why
I
does it
can,
keep
but
being auto? Stop that.
either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway,
I mean, you say that, Phi, but I'm pretty sure this is also your last stop. Yeah,
Well,
I'll give it a shot.
depends actually. Her what we know what her second to last She could potentially have one more stop after this, depending on whether or not you know the number 0 bomb.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because if you fail getting the number 0 bomb, then she goes to the Dio timeline.
Oh, yeah.
And so I bet you would have had to have failed it, like, in quote-unquote true canon of it for her to go there and get it.
He has a fold. He has a crease.
Little crease boy.
Little crease boy.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I'm counting on you.
The password. 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 Remember. Remember, Sigma.
Always
The line
remember.
of lion ate the sun. Come on. Lightning can strike twice. Or even 3 times. Thank God I don't need it 4 times.
I also like how he's saying an incomplete version of the expression because, like, yeah, lightning can strike twice ever. It's specifically striking the same place twice.
But I feel like people do say lightning can strike twice. Like, just that is the phrase, I feel.
Usually when
I
I hear
might be
people
wrong.
say it, I hear the full phrase.
I can't say that I've heard people say it very often, so it's possible you're both right.
You can do it!
Slugging it up.
You did it twice before, just slug it up, Sigma!
Slug it up, Sigma.
This is nothing. You're a champion!
You're a slug.
Come on, Slugma! You can do this!
Isn't that a Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Open the door to your memories.
That's true, Neo Man. It actually is, like, quite... I guess it's that it's, like, statistically unlikely, barring any other factors, for lightning to strike the same place twice, but there's, like, all kinds of anecdotes about it happening, even in the absence of, like, a lightning rod. This is number 1, because we don't know about number 0.
I feel like the last one we found... I don't know. I'm wrong. I'm dumb.
They think there's 3 bombs, which I think means that they don't know about 0.
Yeah, they do not
Correct.
know about 0.
Fuck me, I
But
guess.
yeah, I thought this was number 2.
I thought we just did number 2.
I thought number 1 was in the... Oh, no, this is one... Well, my brain is failing. I'm so tired. But I mean...
I think this is the I think this is the Zobomb.
That is 2, because... I felt like we found 2
But the
last. But I
We've
mean, we
done-
know
this
it's
is
number
the
2
third
because you
bomb
put
we're
in 1
doing.
I was wrong.
But I thought this is our 3rd bomb. The 3rd one is supposed to be number 1.
Which is also what I thought, but... I mean, did you just miss input?
Did I typo? EQZ RGJ DXR. Okay, I guess I must have typoed. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Suck on that, Dio, you arrogant son of a bitch. Again, remember he is 67 right now.
Yeah.
Just to enhance this for everybody. Ah, that feels good. God, it really is such a little capsule. I always
TNC.
think of them
I
as
know
being...
that's a huge ass tree, but like...
Yeah, it still feels like it should be larger. But then again, as I've been looking into over the past week, it is still a... It's like micrograms of antimatter, which is like very small to the human mind, but is a frankly deranged amount of antimatter just based on how much we've made ever.
And we made those advancements again in 4 years from now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's also really funny because antimatter is like, if you could make antimatter for free, it would be insanely efficient. The problem is that it takes like 6 times as much energy just to make it. And so it's just like, unless we can figure out a different way to synthesize it, it's just never gonna happen that we power anything with antimatter. Because we make it like...
They simply figured it out.
Yeah, because we make it like one subatomic particle at a time, and most of it like hits the wall of the accelerator and annihilates instantly. Which like is still, for like studying antimatter, it's still useful to be able to do that, but it is like, it costs so much money and energy, and it is like, we can't like hang on to it. Because it touches matter and then immediately, you know, ceases to be.
And the thing about matter is everything but antimatter is matter, so
Yeah,
there's
we
kind of a
can't
lot
have
of it.
We can't have matterless walls because they gotta be matter or they're not walls.
Yeah, there is, I think, like, something involving magnetism that allows us to at least, like, contain it. Which is why, like, the, like,
That's
mechanism...
a floaty in the middle thing.
Yeah, I think it is supposed to be basically a magnetized, like, container for the antimatter that then...
Again,
would-
I'm sure that is not exactly cheap or small on
No.
resources.
No, yeah, you'd have to, like, have a big... Not pictured on these bombs is that you'd need, like, a really big battery to power that type of magnetism to hold it in place to keep it from, you know, just exploding immediately.
No, again, we figured it out in 4 years, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's actually an antimatter battery, it's weird.
Yeah,
Ah,
those are
that
just some
feels good.
kids' toys now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They'll put antimatter in anything. I haven't felt this satisfied in ages. It's like my whole brain is just swimming in endorphins. I feel like it's just gonna melt and dribble out my ears. This is, without a doubt, what heaven feels like. Honestly, I feel like I could fly right now.
Try it.
I almost wish there was another bomb so I could feel this again.
Oh, Sigma.
Isn't this great? Fi?
You're kind of harsh in the mellow, Fi.
Hey, what's going on? You're really harsh in the vibe here. Fuck. Now that's a called shot.
Fuck.
Again, 67. Just wanted to
Yep.
point out.
Yeah.
Well, my dad says harshing my mellow all the time,
That-
so...
Yeah, it checks out for your dad, honestly.
Again, I
He-
believe
he
it
is a Calif- he is
2028,
like a
so
s-
I think it ends up working.
My
That's
dad is
true.
a 69-year-old Californian, so, like...
Checks out. I mean,
And
that's almost
what
what's
he
here.
would believe Sigma is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It all adds up. Would it really kill you to smile? We just saved everybody. Oh, also, not that I need it or anything, but it sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma. You're the greatest. You're so awesome. I'll kill you. I mean, just...
You
I'm
want
gonna kill
me
him.
to say I'll kill you? Like,
Yes.
okay.
Are you even listening to me?
I am.
I love the music fading out there.
You said you wished there was another bomb, right?
Well, I mean, I don't really.
I hope you're happy. You're going to
Let
get
me
your wish.
finish my fucking bit.
What?
I remembered something too. Just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more.
I'm
Number 0.
silly. I felt a cold shiver run down my spine. Suddenly, I remembered it too. I heard Dio say those very words in the 4B warehouse.
No. No way.
Looks like you remember it too.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
Why does it smell like fresh laundry?
Yeah, I was
Am I
also
crazy?
thinking that
It's like just suddenly happened. I don't know why it would.
maybe someone's putting laundry out.
Guess.
We're getting
smells
the
like-
It
breeze
smells
as
like
the doors
really
open.
far away pretzels.
Oh, that's yeah. We're having pretzels, so it's really far away. I don't know. That just like happened really suddenly and really strongly. Mm-hmm. Why would it? I mean, I'm doing laundry, but it's not in the dryer.
Mm-hmm.
That's baffling. Oh my god, UB was morphogenetically transporting the smell of fresh laundry to us. It all makes sense.
is laundering.
Oh, are the bird sounds getting picked up? Yeah, we have windows open.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I love them.
It's we're in the bee garden, so it's just authenticity. There's not birds in there, but
Yes, there is.
There can be bird sounds. There's a set.
Sometimes
for
Luna's
it.
there.
Saw the phrase morphogenetic field in a novel unrelated to Zero Escape recently. I know Sheldrake is a real guy, but it felt kind of like a little kid running into their teacher at the grocery store for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I would get kind of jump scared if anything else brought up the morphogenetic field, because,
Yeah.
like, I don't think it was a super, like, I know he's, like, famous pseudo-scientifically, but I still don't feel like a lot of, like, lay people know about the morphogenetic
To be also
field.
fair, he did
very
steal the term morphogenetic fields.
Really?
Because it was originally for a cell biology type of thing. It was used for
that's
before we knew
right.
much more about DNA. It was a theory as to why a cell in your arm would grow to be a cell in your arm as opposed to some other different type of cell. How did all of your cells know which thing to grow into? And it was that information was being shared through the morphogenetic field, which communicated that stuff to each other. And then Sheldrake was like, I'm going to steal this term.
What if the whole world worked like that? Is kind of Sheldrake's theory. He's like, what
Yeah.
if we're all just cells?
He
man?
literally just stole a disproven theory.
And
To
said,
say,
but what
well,
if
what
it's
if the-
true about a different thing?
Yeah.
What if it's true about something even more insane?
Which is funny, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. The Sheldrake family is so cool.
Yeah.
Again, it's my favorite fact to tell people, when I first get them into Zero Escape, that Sheldrake is not, some guy from the 1600s. He's still around.
He's still
People
alive.
have emailed him about Zero Escape.
Yeah, and he's answered.
Mm-hmm.
And he has 2 kids who are a successful mycologist, I think,
Yep.
and a really good musician.
Yeah.
And they also made a hot sauce together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just when you play Zero Escape, you're like, oh yeah, this is probably, some freak theory from the 1600s. But no, it's a freak theory from, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, not that old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure, Rupert Sheldrake has a website, too.
Oh yeah.
He does.
Oh my god, Astro, is this are you one of the lucky
Oh,
10,000?
Astro, congratulations on learning this today.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's great.
His kids' names are Cosmo and Merlin.
Yeah, his kids' names are
Yeah.
Cosmo and Merlin, and those are their, real names.
Yeah, the government Christian names,
Yeah.
Cosmo and Merlin.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, I think about Rupert Sheldrake, and it's just wow.
Yeah, it was really funny. I've heard of there also being people who prior to getting into Zero Escape were already Cosmo Sheldrake fans and were like, "Huh, Sheldrake, that's funny." And then they looked it up and he's the guy's son. Which is so funny to think about. I mean, I had that moment with a Tumblr post that was talking about Merlin Sheldrake's book and I was like, "Huh, Sheldrake. And then I looked it up, and it all checked out. It was in fact him. Cosmo Sheldrake makes really good music, though. If you haven't listened to him, recommend. He does a lot of stuff using like animal calls, which is really fun because you'd be like, "Man, how to get this fucked up cello?" And it's like a blue whale.
Yep.
One of the staff in the group I used to volunteer with brought up just separately listening to Cosmo Sheldrake. Cosmo's the musician, right? I think.
Yes, Cosmo's the musician.
Yeah, and just so I freaked out for a full 30 minutes at him probably about his connection to Rupert Sheldrake.
Yeah, that guy's dad's a famous pseudoscientist. Oh my god, Rupert Sheldrake has talked about Wordle.
I believe this
Yeah,
about him.
again, it feels so wrong and so cool. 'Cause even just hearing the name, like, Rupert Sheldrake, I'm like, yeah, like, 1800s, right?
Yeah, that definitely, it's a very, like, old name. That's wild. I love that. Shit! We've only got 4 minutes.
Well, hurry up. We need to get to the Zero Bomb.
I feel like Rupert Sheldrake is the name of a ghost who haunts a library you're in a super old university, and you get to ask him questions about, like, the bullshit going on in the university and the visual novel you're in.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He's like sort of a helpful side character.
I yanked the input device out of the bomb and turned to chase after.
What are you just standing there for? Go! Show me where the bomb is!
What? Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me.
Fuck!
How the hell would I know where the bomb is? Oh. Oh shit. You don't know? Is that small text?
I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
She bit her lip and nodded.
I feel like they don't use small text very often. It was a nice touch.
It's
I'm
real
like, "That's-"
special when it does.
Yeah. Good use of it. Damn it. What the hell are we supposed to do now? We can't deactivate the bomb if we don't know where the damn thing is.
Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere. Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb.
Ugh, I'm Dio.
I need to hide a bomb.
Where would you hide something important?
Hide something important.
Right.
Hide. Hide. If I was Dio, where would I hide? We have to think like the enemy. We have to spin the chessboard around.
I hate you.
Every fucking time Umineko has ruined me for like the idea of putting yourself in your opponent's shoes, because they are always saying spin the chessboard around, and now every time that is my first fucking thought. That, and like every time a character ever says, well, we can't prove it's not, I'm like, well, that's a devil's proof.
That fucking devil's proof.
It's like infested my brain.
Think about how last week we literally had a thing where a letter showed up in a locked room,
Yeah.
and I fucking lost my mind.
In Pathfinder, you should clarify.
Pathfinder.
Ah.
No, it happened in real life, and then it exploded. And then I opened up the letter, and it screamed at me so much, and I took like 2d8 damage.
In real life.
Yeah, in real
Oh,
life.
man.
I hate when that happens.
Sigma, wait! Where are you going?
Don't follow me. Go find the others.
Idiot! Do you really think I'd do that?
I love it. I could hear her following me, but there was no time to argue. Instead, I focused on my goal. There was still time, but we had to get on a fucking elevator. It sucked so bad.
Yeah. God, that's such a long walk. God, it's so far.
Here?
Yeah, should be. Somewhere between these AB... Should be between these AB rooms. I don't know where I got somewhere from. Good. I was right. They should have had a second blinking dot for Phi. That would be really funny.
Yeah.
I always think about that.
How much time do we have left?
About a minute.
Shit!
Hurry!
I'm hurrying as fast as I can!
The input device was plugged in. I was ready to go.
I feel like a fairly reasonable thing, like, solution to that could be he could have just, like, chucked it further in if he didn't want people to be able to get it.
Yeah.
Like, don't just hide it, make it unreachable.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'm just saying if I was
need
to...
reason to access it in case of some sort of plan change is my justification for it.
That's true. That's potentially true. You win this round, Ichikoshi.
Uchikoshi, I am your biggest defender except when I'm not, and I complain about you incessantly and your problems.
This is true.
Now I just had to enter the password. But what was the password?
Don't even worry about it.
Couldn't shake the feeling that I'd already used up my third time charm. Still, I had to try. I shook my head and concentrated.
I guess that's true. Maybe you don't want to chuck a highly unstable bomb.
Yeah, that
as
too.
well.
That's a fair point. SGDQ, baby!
SGDQ!
Next month!
Next month.
Ooh.
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look at the schedule because I don't remember what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I know Peanut Butter speedrunning again. And I believe we'll be live at the event, like physically
Good.
there.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, Danica is gonna get to see Peanut Butter.
Fuck
Me when I go to a sandwich.
True. Peanut Butter's a dog who did a speed run at the last GDQ.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Given the name Peanut Butter,
Yeah.
I did figure.
Delightfully named after the fact that speedrunners call their personal best PB.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, because Peanut Butter is a speedrunner's dog, as you can imagine. He actually didn't get into speedrunning independently.
No.
What if you had a dog who just, like, started speedrunning video games?
Yeah, you're completely uninterested, but your dog's so into it.
Yeah.
Dog speed
And you're
runs
just like
Splatoon.
there to support them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so his dog is named Peanut Butter after the concept of PBing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really cool run to watch last time. So I'm sure it'll be very cool at an event. It stopped.
Yeah.
And I crumple to the ground. Oh, I fucking love crumpling.
I love
The
crumpling.
adrenaline that had sustained us suddenly gone.
I don't think I had really noticed how often this game would describe a person as having crumpled until we started pointing it out every time.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be why I like it so much.
Yeah.
Because of this game.
It's just a very evocative word. It's like it's the correct word for what it is. That action is crumpling.
How did you know it was here? Did you see it in another history?
It's hard to explain. The short version is that Dio hid something here in another timeline. I guessed maybe he'd put the bomb here, too.
Pretty good guess.
I liked that read.
Pretty good guess.
Like, it has the right level of, like, still sounding pretty exhausted. Yeah.
Well, you did it.
Another
So-
gun on. I like that. Well...
You did it.
Oh, I don't need any thanks. Just killing him,
what?
killing him, killing him, killing him, killing him.
What?
What on earth are you talking about?
Okay. Ignoring his bullshit, I have a really cute swimsuit I'm hoping to wear today. I think I'm finally getting the chance.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah! What kind of... What's it like? I guess describe it? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna like try. It's a one piece with these nice like ruffled kind of skirt to it, and then I also have these
Ooh.
nice like swim cover-up pants with these tassels on the bottom.
Oh,
I have
cute.
pictures of it, not me in it, but the models, and I can post them in the chat, but I cannot edit them into the stream currently. I'm so
Understandable.
sorry.
Wow, Grace, I can't believe you can't hack my OBS to put it on screen right now.
I know, fucked up of me.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
This is bad. The white doors have opened. We need to hurry. Everyone else is waiting for us in the Floor B warehouse.
What?
What the
Killing
hell are you
him.
going on about? Just go.
Before I could protest, she turned and ran toward the magenta door.
Once again, terrible Father's Day to Sigma. Just the worst
Yeah.
Father's Day. I know he doesn't know, but still.
I know, but Uchikoshi knows!
Yeah, it does. The thing that kills me is that Uchikoshi knew.
I sighed and headed off after her.
And
But no, I was literally thinking about that today of, oh my god, we're gonna get these fucking scenes on
Yeah.
Father's Day.
yeah. Yeah.
Uchikoshi, this is why I can't recommend Zero Escape.
It does make it difficult. Because
I ran into the
Sigma's in
warehouse to
there.
find everyone else already there. They done as I asked and brought the 3 unconscious members of our party back to the doors. And I shared a quick glance, then headed over toward them. I will never be
thank
able to
goodness.
retain the
I'm so
difference
glad you're
between
safe.
toward and towards. And I think it's one of those things that they've been used so interchangeably, it truly does not matter anymore, even like academically they don't care really, but it's just something I can never retain.
Yeah, if I remember right, this was something I read somewhere, so I don't actually know the veracity of this, but what I remember hearing is that one of them is supposed to be for literal movement, and one of them is supposed to be for use in, like, metaphorical movement.
Oh, so it's like farther versus further?
I think?
Hmm.
But also, is farther literal movement and further metaphorical movement?
I don't fucking know. I just know that one of them is metaphorical distance and the
Yeah.
other one is literal distance.
I think that that's the towards distinction, but it's also true that in terms of actual usage, that's not. I feel like it's so much more just like what sounds right.
Yeah.
I think the way I use it tends to be that toward sounds more formal, and towards I would use more casually.
That makes sense.
But I also feel like I flip-flop on which one I use, like, a lot.
It's just what flows in the sentence better. I'm just curious sometimes because little known fact about us in the stream, we're interested in linguistics.
Yeah, it's really
is
weird.
true.
We never have spoken about this ever.
Not once. I have never made lengthy threads about language stuff before in my life.
Yeah, not a single time.
Not even once.
So, did you disable the bombs?
Yeah. I could have done it in my sheep.
Like,
Don't you
it's
mean in your
canon
sleep?
He's
that
gone.
thinking too hard about your shifts melts your brain.
It is. I will forever think it's such a funny thing that the game never explicitly says that, but it is so clearly what is happening that too much shifting turns their brains into scrambled egg. It's such a
Scrambled
funny
egg.
thing.
You.
Hi,
Thank you
Sage.
so much.
Hey, Sage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys.
Very enthusiastic. Thanks, Clover.
I also
No,
the
killing him,
Hex
killing him,
Supremacists
killing him.
cannot make it, but has told me to tell Tenmyoji he's pretty, so I must do that right now because he's finally on screen.
Oh, of course, of course.
Well, not on screen, but he was just. But I
Yes.
didn't want to interrupt.
Absolutely. No need to thank me. Although, I'm gonna kill him.
What?
I.
Huh? You're disgusting.
Was that also small text?
1
I think
minute
so.
remains until chromatic doors close.
We need to hurry.
Everybody know who's in their group?
Yeah, I'm set.
All right.
Not gonna be a fucking field
I
trip
love
chaperone.
that thing with like the order. There's a certain order to how you can use adjectives.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
any English speaker could not tell you the order, like you said, Neo Man, but it does sound wrong if you say it wrong. But also that you can break that rule for certain constructions, like Big Bad Wolf technically breaks that rule. But it follows a like vowel related rule. It's like the IAO type rule where if the vowels go in that order, then it's okay to break the first rule because it like
Yeah,
sounds
and I love
better.
it.
It's such a weird little thing.
And linguistics are so cool for that reason. Because again, when you learn a foreign language, you learn the correct order of like adjectives, and you can't think about them as intuitively as your native language. Shocker, but sorry, shut up, whatever, fuck you, shut up. But it's just really interesting to me because it's like, yeah, I could not like. If I was just hearing a French speaker, I probably could not identify if the adjectives were in the wrong order, but could in English, but could not tell you the order, like, in an academic context.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's weird how much of grammar is like vibes based to like a native speaker who like you know like we're saying can't give you the rules but can tell when it's wrong, but
Yeah.
like can't always tell you why. It's so interesting. And then like linguists will figure out like rules for just the most random shit.
Yeah, like the thing about linguistics is it's like reverse engineering, and that's so
Yeah.
cool to me. Like they aren't making the rules for people to follow unless it's fucking France, which sucks. Fuck the academy.
Yeah, they just-
fucking whatever.
It's like,
Yeah.
don't they have like a governmental department about the sanctity of the French language?
Yes, to try
Yeah,
and
they
keep it from
don't
getting
want
too
you to
anglicized.
use like SMS or like just again so many loanwords they hate, and they're like, do not use these, and then I punch them in the dick because they suck and they're all old and stupid. Anyway,
Yeah.
real linguistics, unlike French linguistics,
Yeah.
is cool and reverse engineered because yeah, we just like learn how to talk as dumb little babies by seeing other people talk.
Yeah, and so we get like a sense of the vibes. Even if we don't literally know the rules, we're just like, well, nobody would say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is very interesting.
And let's move.
Bye, Tenmyoji, I love you.
Tenmyoji, you're so pretty. I love you. You can be the tour guide chaperone to the abandoned radium mines.
Hell yeah.
At Tenmyoshi's command, we broke off into our teams. Kay carried Cork on his back and dragged you along the floor and through the white door on the left. The best
God.
line in the game.
Got him by his ankle.
Clover and Luna carried Alice through the door on the right.
Wasn't that how we dragged Sigma that one time
Yep.
by his ankle?
Yep.
Yeah. And Tenmyoshi, Fi, and myself ran through the center door. Guys, you can imagine it so perfectly. Kay just like, even with the time crunch, delicately putting Quark on his back, making sure they're there, tight and comfy in this piggyback, then just grabbing Dio by the ankle, dragging him face first on the floor.
Yeah.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Incredibly basic linguistic
Chromatic
content, but I fucking love false cognates. They're beautiful.
I love them.
Yeah. I always like when two words are the same, like they're like homophones and they're spelled the same, but they have completely different like linguistic backgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of examples. I don't have any right now, but I know that there are. It's basically like false cognates within the same language.
Like, are you talking about like lead and lead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, where it's like we just wound up with two words that are like basically exactly the same, but they mean totally different things because they come from totally different words. It's very fun. There's also been cases where a word hit the English language like twice at different times. So the same word from like French, for example, becomes two different words in English because we picked it up once in like the 1600s and then picked up again in like the 1800s when its form had shifted. I again don't have any examples, but I was like reading about it a bit ago because it's really interesting how like we just don't recognize the same word, so we like borrow it again to mean a similar but slightly different thing.
Yeah. Linguistics are just so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Again, it's such a basic one, but it's one that just sticks in my head so much because of just the pure exasperation in my French teacher's voice of, you know, she has to deal with us every year no matter what, but just so clear, have her voice in my head saying, please do not use excité for excited. Do not say je suis excité. Don't.
Yeah.
Stop it. Don't.
You can't. And then, God forbid, you have to explain to them, a bunch of high schoolers, why you can't say that.
Yeah, trying to articulate why you can't introduce yourself with I am horny for this movie.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, you can do that in German.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because
even
Guile
when
has
I
kind
am
of
horny
lost...
to meet you.
Guile has lost a lot of its edge. It just sort of means cool now. One of my favorite false cognates between English and German is the word gift. Because in English that means a present, and in German that means a poison. But I believe they come from the same word, it's just that one language took it ironically and one language took it seriously.
Which I love. I adore.
Like, I think that both they are, I guess, technically real cognates in that sense. They just mean completely different things because, I believe present is the ironic meaning, although I could have it backwards. But it's basically, they're both something that you would give somebody. It's just that one of them is a good thing and one of them's a bad thing.
God, the world is beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is.
We also get the German word, like, vergiftet out of that, which means poisoned. But if you're an English speaker, you might think it means gifted. Q moment!
This is a
Q
certified
mention.
Q moment.
God.
It's really just blinding in here.
Yeah.
I might
I
need my
already
puzzle
have a
notebook.
headache.
I might need my puzzle notebook for this room. I don't know if I feel like
LMAO.
playing Minesweeper today. Oh, what the hell?
I very vaguely have the Minesweeper positions memorized because of how badly I don't want to actually do it.
Fair. There's nothing here.
Well, there are doors.
Oh yeah, contraceptive pills being called anti-baby-pillen. Which, I will say most people would just say der Pill, the same way we say the pill.
Yeah.
However, anti-baby-pillen is a part of the language. One of I have a lot of favorite German compounds. I'm a big fan of Handschuhe, hand shoes for gloves, obviously.
I like Kabelsalat.
Kabelsalat,
my
which
fave.
is a very useful word for a real fucked up mess of cables. It literally translates to cable salad.
I love that.
Perfect.
Which just, like, self-explanatory, I feel like. In English, I don't know if cable spaghetti is a phrase that people use, but it's one that I've picked up as like an equivalent to cable salad.
I feel like quite a few people do.
Yeah. Same concept. I really like also for helicopter Hubschrauber because it means lift screwdriver. There's also what's the word? Fahrstuhl is the word for elevator, which is weird because that means drive chair, and I don't know why. Because fahren is like to drive something, and Stuhl is chair, but for whatever reason you put those words together and it makes elevator.
The one we came in. And that one, which I'm assuming is the exit.
God, I can't believe you played all the way through. It's fucked up.
God.
Because there's so much game left.
Yeah, I believe this song
Yeah.
track is called Sublimity.
Ooh. Won't budge.
The plaque on the door just said Q.
God, Phi's hair is so white. It's whiter than the white background. I guess because it's probably like blue-white, and that looks whiter than white. But Q. What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Really?
I'm
Someone's just being
so
a smartass.
fucking mad.
I love this line so much.
It's so fucking funny.
It's like, God damn it, you think you're fucking funny, don't you, Zero?
Fucking hate the letter Q. It's my least favorite letter. Fuck.
It's so stupid.
Nothing. Maybe the Q is for question.
Well, I guess it is a very questionable room.
If there was a deck of cards here, maybe the Q would be for Queen.
Well, there isn't.
There's a quality
guess right there. Fuck you, Sigma.
Gonna hit my head on this wall a bunch.
Damn, bro, you got the whole puzzle room laughing.
Right. Well, we need to get out of here.
You know it's
Fucking
bad when
the
Junpei doesn't
response
laugh at
of
your
right.
joke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's find a way to get the door open.
We also need to
Scathing.
find the star keys. I've got enough BP to open the door. You guys need to play the AB game some more.
Yeah.
We still need a few more points. Yeah, that is what she said.
If we can get those star keys.
UB's
should be able to
reaction
play
was
the AB
very
game as
good, I
many times as
assure
we need
y'all.
Oh, Q room's a rough one too, to be like when you don't want to do more puzzles.
So,
It's just a matter of time until we get the points we need.
right.
Well, let's get started then.
Good.
Okay.
Seek a way out.
Yubi, I can't imagine what it was like to realize that Dice Puzzle the Redux was in here.
Okay. What are we supposed to do here? The room's empty.
Phi?
Shit, right? We read lines now. Wait, do you hear something?
Glad you thought I was the actual performer.
Was it David B. Mitchell? Is that his
I
name?
believe-
I thought you were just saying lines for fun.
Just saying words.
Huh. Well, how much you want to bet it has something to do with that?
Wow,
Fucked up Rubik's
a
Cube.
cube floating in the middle of a cube-shaped white room. This is just like...
Oh my god.
Guess we should go, have a look. Have a look. This really is not unlike this scene in Cube 2 Hypercube, except for,
It's not eviscerating us.
yeah, normally it should be sort of evolving into a piece of hostile geometry that kills you. But other than
As
that...
cubes do.
Exactly. God, this is hell.
I think this cube is just floating here.
How the hell's it doing that?
Who knows? Can't tell just by looking at it. Probably quantum levitation.
Almost definitely quantum
Why
levitation.
don't you touch it and see if anything happens?
God, miserable.
And I think this one has like an L shape.
Oh, like down this
bottom.
corner?
Yeah, bottom left L shape.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. I do, don't worry about
Have
it.
another look at it. The cube. Look at it again.
No.
No. I have it very vaguely memorized. Think you need to go one more up on the top? Fuck me.
I could have sworn.
I thought so too. Yeah, I think they just kinda had to make it magenta.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise I think you wouldn't really be able to see it. It is interesting, though, because it is the only room where they do that. Damn it.
Well, yeah, I might just have to look at the puzzle notebook.
Yeah, give me 1 second to grab my puzzle notebook. It's in this room, I just have to find it.
I know there's an L shape, and I thought it was here.
Save me puzzle notebook.
Alas. Yeah, fuck Minesweeper. Again, normally I do not want to cheat on the puzzles, but this room is miserable.
There's literally no reason not to cheat on this exact puzzle because it just takes forever.
Yeah, it just unlocks the puzzles.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is the exit wall, because it's got the lock. Which means... You were very close.
Yeah, fuck me.
Whoa, what the hell?
Interesting. So that's how this one works.
Do we want to pop out all the puzzles and then do them, or do we...
Yeah,
That's what
let's
I
pop
do.
them all out.
Yeah.
It looks like there's more of them. We should keep looking.
And that's the only one on this wall. Okay. Then on this wall, which is west, we have that. And then that. Yippee. I think that's all for this one.
I do like this in concept, it just simply should be less annoying.
Yeah. And I also, like, didn't really do this when I played by doing actual, like, Minesweeper rules. It was genuinely more just, like, looking at where the biggest numbers were.
Mm-hmm.
And then east has this one.
Our favorite.
Can't wait.
No.
Who knew the dice puzzle could get worse by impossible perspective?
God. Okay. Is there more?
Did we get all the...
I kind of feel like there is, but what I have written down is just what all the numbers are. I didn't actually ever write down anything fucking useful for myself. So I don't have a lot of insight as to that.
We have all of the dart stuff out, right? That's the only thing I'm feeling we might not, but I think we do. Okay, yeah, we do.
Yeah, I guess we can start, and if we suddenly realize we
Yeah.
don't have the information, then... Okay, I see, I have to... make
Red
it
time.
so- Do I do it on here?
No, on the screen itself.
Oh, I see, I have to turn them all red.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I feel like I've done this puzzle somewhere before. Yeah, the dice puzzle in this room really doesn't make sense, because he really should just, like, put them there.
Yeah.
Just put them where they go. Ah, well. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
This is true, UB. I mean, Sage, fuck me.
They're both purple.
Again, purple is such a good color, and that's why it's our background color, but it fucks me up so much.
No?
Mwah.
Fuck you.
Stupid little freaks.
I, like, super didn't write this one down because I just sort of did it, is the thing.
Yeah. But now you aren't in the zone of doing it.
Exactly.
I feel like this one you may need to click the little triangles quite a bit.
I kind of expect it to be a heavily triangle-focused solution, yeah. Nope. I feel like I was cooking with that, though.
Yeah, I feel like we got close.
No, that's not gonna do it.
What if,
No.
No, this is true, UB. Oh.
I'm a genius.
Yes.
You're
is
so
sort of the thing
fucking
about
smart.
it. I'm sort of
This
the
is
puzzle
incredibly
god.
fucking true.
Did I solve it?
Yeah, that must be the answer. Look.
The glass doors.
They're open.
Well done. That was some good work, Sigma.
Thank you, Tenmyoji.
You're welcome.
Fi?
Sorry, I was reading
Oh, okay.
Mia's post.
That's true, they do point out that Sigma plays the darts puzzle fair for no reason other than honor.
It's a binder, like the one I wear to hide my D's.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Not at those, at the thing in here.
I know you're a person of honor, Tenmyoji, don't worry.
Yeah, but I'm around Sigma, so I feel I really have to make sure.
I totally understand, don't worry.
Thank you. This is why we're the only two members in the blue shirt, white hair squad whose membership was revoked despite meeting the requirements.
He's on probation.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only a single piece of paper in here. It says Q Chamber Special AB game.
I just want to say,
Probably.
the
I
things
have
that they keep
cataracts.
calling binders are clearly folders, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no room for, like, rings in there.
I do like to imagine it as the huge free ring binders with a single piece of paper in them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Fi?
Are those missiles?
They're darts!
Look over here. I think that's a green memory card.
You're crazy. We can't get it out, though. That glass is covering it.
I think we can get some darts out, though.
Okay, I'll grab a couple. That's 3, not a couple. You fucking
Please
idiot.
keep clicking it so we can get the cat suit dialogue.
Oh,
I
shit,
think
is
it
that
comes
here?
if you keep clicking it.
This looks like a display case. There are a number of darts on the left, and on the right is a green memory card. There's a cover on the memory card. I can't get at it.
Ah, fuck, it must be later. I think it is here, but just later here.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a dartboard.
I remember seeing this before.
Yeah, a dartboard, you're a college student. Come on, who hasn't seen a dartboard before?
No, that's not what I mean. I feel like I've seen it somewhere in this building before. It's just, this board is different from a normal dartboard, you know?
Huh. I don't really remember them, so...
Let's try it out.
yes.
What do you mean, try it out?
Isn't that obvious? There's only 2 ways to use a dartboard. Either you use it to hold pizza, or you throw darts at it.
You've got some darts, don't you, Sigma? I'm just gonna ignore that bullshit. Maybe you could try throwing them.
I was convinced that she was going to say you either throw it like a pizza or you throw it like a disc.
God, I want a pizza right now. Badly.
Huh? That's
hungry.
weird. I could have sworn I've seen these darts before somewhere. Whatever. Time for some darts. Okay. Alright. So it's gotta be green 51, obviously.
It's gotta be green 51. You know, the impossible to achieve number here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so they implied that the actual quantity of each one doesn't matter in terms of order. I just have to hit the colors in order. Green is gonna have to be either 39 or... I guess maybe it doesn't have to. But I feel like my instinct is it's gotta be either 39 or whatever 14 times 3 is. 7 times 6, 42. So it's either gotta be 39 or 42, I feel like. Maybe 27, but I don't necessarily...
Yeah, I feel like 39 or 42 is safer, but we know me and green numbers.
This is true, yeah. My instinct is to try and go for ones that are 33 or more, because that's gonna be about a third. So we could do... So it's gonna be like a lot of this inner ring, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like let's start with 39 and then...
I think that's a good instinct. Start with 39. Second one, what are like the highest numbers we can get blue to be? I think that's gonna be one of our lower values.
We got 28 as the highest I see.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we have 28 and 24.
Yeah, a bunch of 24s, which I think is not gonna really get us anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like it probably has to be that 28.
Mm-hmm.
67. Oh, and then we just go 33. Easy!
Nice.
Easy GG noob.
Ha! Piece of cake. You see that? My dart skills are undeniable.
Yes, I saw it quite clearly. It was very nice. Do you really think you had to stand the whole the whole 2 meters and 37 centimeters away from the dartboard, though?
I'm a fair man.
You got out a tape measure from his mechanic's pocket.
Yeah. Which is crazy that Zero left in there on account of they took Tenyoji's pocket dirt, as we all know.
I know, Tenmyoshi's gonna be so mad.
My high school voted me most likely to be a judge, you know?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
That's great and all, but look. See the display case?
What kind of superlative is most likely to be a judge?
I know, like, in a high school, no less.
What the hell kind of senior superlative is that?
A very strange one.
I feel like it's
I
usually
wish
shit like
we
most
had
likely to be
senior
president.
superlatives, but I mean, it would 100% just be used for bullying, but like...
Yeah, I think
If
that's
it's
a lot of
cool.
schools got rid of them because of that.
Yeah, like
Right.
that's explicitly why we don't have it, but I think it is a cool idea.
Yeah. Now we can get that green memory card.
I just don't get people who had time to bully in high school, like... I certainly wouldn't have, like... And in my high school specifically, like, it dropped off so much after middle school, but it's like, how did anyone have time in high school? What are you doing? We have clubs and shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pull out all the stops on
Oh,
this
here
job.
it is.
Hell yeah.
You sound like you're in a heist movie.
Should I have worn a cat suit?
Ugh. I think I just threw up a little. Wrong, incorrect, not
Because
canon.
you're so horny.
Exactly. Besides, everybody in a heist movie wears a sweet suit.
He threw up a little bit not because he was imagining Tenmyoji in a cat suit, but because he was that mad about the inaccuracies of how heist movies are usually done.
Yeah.
If Tenmyoji said I should get out my heist suit, then Sigma would have had a raging boner.
That's true. That's true. Alright.
Or do you
Okay,
ready?
yeah,
You
there
can't
is
delay it
something wrong.
anymore, Josh, I promise you.
Yes, I can. There is something we're missing on this wall. There is, because there's supposed to be like a bookcase. And I feel like it's like here. Okay. There we go.
You can delay it further.
You can look around more by exiting zoom mode and returning to normal view. This isn't new! Why did it tell me that?
Just to tell you, you got all the shit, but they didn't do it in a way that makes sense.
There are 4 books here.
You need to exit Zoom for some
Fucking
reason.
stupid.
Looks like 4 purple books. Fucking
Let's
hate
go through
purple.
each one of them. There's nothing written here.
Huh?
I mean, all the pages are blank.
Are the other books the same?
Let's have a look.
Have a look.
Have a look.
Have a look. Yeah, there's nothing here.
I do like the detail that they are taking out the books.
This one's blank too. Huh?
Something wrong.
It spells dick.
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 Is there something in that one?
No, the pages are all blank. It's just...
Just what?
Well, there are some pictures put in between the pages back here.
So there
3
is
of them,
something
and it's
in
like-
that one. Nice.
The pictures.
God, how do I... Sorry, I don't remember how to... There's a hotkey for the menu, but I don't remember what it is. Okay... I hate it
Just-
here.
Why did they need to do the perspective thing? It's
It's so bad.
enough without it.
I think my notes on this are sufficient. I hope. I'm gonna assume so because I used these notes to do it. Okay. God, I hate this. Okay.
This was absolutely unnecessary.
Oh god, it has to be arrow keys? You won't even accept WASD? Why do you hate me? Okay. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, 6, 5. I can't remember, do the numbers on the sides matter or just the one on top?
I hope the ones on the sides don't matter for this. I don't think they do for this one, but they really might.
Yeah. I'm gonna hope they don't. Okay, we wanna get a green 6 here.
No, I kinda get like a 50-50 feeling out of it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Blue 5 goes here. B1 here. There's 1. Okay. R4.
It does in fact buck.
Yeah, the music's good at least. I can't remember how to actually do the specific type of flip that I'm trying to accomplish.
Cue room, but it just plays clown music at you.
2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1. Oh no.
Numbers on the side matter, or they're in the wrong position.
Pain.
They're not in the wrong position, per my notes. Oh no.
So, wrong sides, yay.
Okay, okay. That's at least, I think, a pretty workable problem, though. Okay, so that one needs to be 3, 1. Okay, so I have to... Is it possible to do the thing I'm trying to accomplish?
I saw the 2 with the 3 on the side, but do you need the 1 on the side where it said the 3?
So it needs to be 2 on top with the side that's facing the red needs to be a 3, and then it's a 1 on the right.
Pain.
Fucked up.
This is miserable. I definitely cheated at this one when I played, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
There's basically no way that I did this legitimately. Please.
We just need to.
Wait.
We just need to
No.
physically move that down.
I'm gonna cry. God.
Yeah, because it's bad. It's so bad.
This is such an evil puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have flipped it to every side except for the one that we need. Like, every iteration of 2 on top that exists, I have done. I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god. I can. Please, at any time you want to, cheat.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a situation where you can't do it with this die, but maybe it can be done with the other one.
Maybe. Fuck that if so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fuck that. I'm killing you, Uchikoshi.
2, 3, 1.
Uchikoshi, I'm going to your house.
So the other one needs to be 6 with 2 and then 4. Okay. Six, 2, 4. Got that.
Yep.
Okay. R4 is 2 and then 1. This might be a little bit more finicky. That's 5.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, Sage, and how much it sucks.
I'm just gonna move this down 1. Okay, 4. I think this is another one where I need to swap the dice I'm using, because this is 4, 2, 1 right next to the space that I want to be, so I think it has to be the other one. Sorry, I'm sure this is gripping. Unfortunately,
I
it's...
wish I had less of a horrible headache so I could come up with better commentary during this.
It's just kind of a matter of honor for me at this point.
You will not let this insult to you remain.
Exactly. See, there's 4, 2, 1, but it's 2 spaces away, which I think is some sort of thing to determine whether it's possible.
Yeah.
It's like an odds versus evens type of thing. I keep getting 4, 5, 6. So I need to figure out some... I don't actually know any of, like, the proper flipping algorithms for this stuff.
I used to know them for very stupid reasons, but I don't anymore.
Elaborate.
Wanted to be on a reality show where one of the games was you're in a big dice and you need to get it on the correct top.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah.
4, 2, 1. Got it. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Now I have to get R3, which is 3, 2, 6.
I no longer want to be on that reality show. I was like 16 and dumb.
As many 16-year-olds are.
As 16-year-olds are wont to do.
You gotta.
I'm just gonna flip this up once. So that I have the freedom to do this little maneuver. That is 3, 2, 6. So
Nice.
that's good. Now we just need the blues.
And the blue, I think, is just a flip up, or I'm not sure, but... Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, because the bottom blue was correct
Hell yeah.
already. I'm a genius, by the way.
You are.
know everything in the
Genuinely
whole world.
congrats. That puzzle is the worst.
It was about my pride. Sorry, the loud noise that keeps happening is I have a coaster that keeps getting stuck to the bottom of my drink because of condensation. And then I pick up my drink and it falls. And it is ceramic, so It makes very loud sounds. Ha! Got it!
I had a feeling you could do it.
Thank you, Tenmyoji. I love you.
Good job.
Fi?
Shit. Sorry. Have a look at this.
Hey, it opened. Yippee!
Memory card blue.
I've gone the long way around. Wait, where is
Yeah,
the...
you passed by it, and now you're going
There it
again
is.
a further way.
It's fine. What the heck is this ridiculously huge thing?
There's a screen down here.
I was just taking the scenic route.
wanna
Yeah,
go look
because
more
we
at this
love
beautiful,
looking at
beautiful
everything
room.
here, just
Exactly.
taking a lingering gaze.
Exactly.
It looks like this is the only part you can actually interact with.
But it's dark. There's nothing on it.
There are some card slots underneath the screen.
Is there an order you have to do it to get the safe password, or is it just like 2 and then 3?
I feel like the passwords are just from doing the ally betray and different,
Oh, that's
Turn.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct. I had forgotten about that. You are absolutely correct.
They look like those ones on the polling machines in the AB rooms. Can you lift up your chair for a little bit?
Oh, sorry, am I?
There we go.
There.
Thank you.
So that means...
We need to put some memory cards in here, right?
Yeah, like the ones you've got in hand right now.
This blue card, huh? Well, let's see if anything happens when I put it into the blue slot.
Oh my fucking god.
This red card, huh? That's right, the square hole.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
that's right, the blue hole.
Yeah. Well, let's see if anything happens when I put it in the red slot. Does he really say this every fucking time? I hate him.
Tenmyoji just clenched having flashbacks to Quark fucking up shit like this just 8 years ago. It's too fresh in his mind.
May as well have been yesterday for him.
Mm-hmm. Would you look at that?
Looks like you've turned it on.
Alright.
I genuinely love doing this so much.
This puzzle's really fun. I like this
Uh-huh.
one a lot.
Reminds me of the 9-ball puzzle in the study in 999.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They're both some of my favorite, like, mini puzzles within.
Zero Time Dilemma is really missing that. From
Zero
its
Time
puzzle
Dilemma doesn't have a
perspective.
final fucking puzzle room.
That's true.
Hmm.
Because, like, you can... there's not a guarantee what your last one's gonna be, right?
Yeah.
Because mine
There's a couple that are
was-
more likely, but...
My last puzzle room was the shower room, which I think you can get pretty early.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like they mean for it to be like Transporter, just because it feels late game, but you can get it like first.
Yeah, plus you have to do Transporter before you do Shower Room.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Shower Room is not a very good final puzzle because it is a very obtuse puzzle room, and not in
Yeah.
like a good way.
There should have been a fucking final puzzle when they all get everyone together.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Instead of the final decision game,
Yeah.
which is just like explode or don't explode.
Yeah.
What a gripping decision.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been something if they spent more time on the ethics of shifting beforehand.
Yeah, but they don't do it at all.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden
Then
it's like, but if
CTD
we
would be
shift when
good
we're
if it
gonna
was
die,
good.
then we're killing the other version of ourselves. And it's like, that's all we've done this whole game.
Akane quite literally blew up the entire building.
No, we can't shift when the building's gonna blow up.
I will never fucking forget. I have good news. Look behind the bar.
Dead dog. Awesome.
Still the
Truly
funniest thing in that
burned
game.
into my brain.
It's really something. Okay. I love this puzzle a lot.
It's really good.
Okay. I and I have my notes on everybody's behavior. Okay, yeah, A and E always betray, C mirrors, B and D always ally. So... first outcome we want is to get 9 points with 6 cooperators. Second one, we want only us to escape. Only us to escape is a fun one. Wait. Oh, do I have to do A first? Okay.
No, it's because you're trying to put a pair against us, which is also a pair.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Alright. A always betrays, so... I can put them against a betrayer. B and C will ally, but we'll get him next time. And we're gonna betray. I'm gonna get just us out first.
Cause you're evil.
Exactly. We're fucked up and evil. Okay, B and D always ally. Okay, so B, I want to make sure gets betrayed so they don't get too many points.
Mm-hmm.
And ideally we'd betray them with... Okay, A and E are the betrayers, neither of them... Okay, so we'll do E. C will mirror, so they can do a double betray, and then D will ally. Get betrayed, idiot.
Dummy.
D died. Sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
You just gotta make sure you don't set up E with an allier.
Yep. And I can do that by setting them up with A, and then they'll double betray, and then everybody else can do whatever they want.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yippee! Nice one.
Looks like that was the answer. I am...
It's
Mid.
fine.
I hope Green really pulls it around for
Yeah.
this last puzzle.
It's like okay, but you know, it's nothing special.
But I don't want okay for Q Room.
Exactly. Yeah,
course.
it's a letdown for Q Room for sure. I knew it.
That looks like a password to the safe.
We did it! This should get us into that safe.
Yippee! Alright, now we want to get everyone out. So broadly speaking, we want as much allying as possible. Because betraying is
it's not everyone out, is it? It's you 6 out. Like, they aren't, like, the pairs are 2 people and for this.
Right.
Because I know that always gets people.
That's no, you're
See
right.
you, Sage.
Bye, Sage.
Have a good one, Sage. Okay.
So it's just like,
Like,
put
you
the
still
two
are
betrayers...
correct, and you want as much allying as possible, but you kind of want to section off 2 people to kill.
You need
2
to get the 2 betrayers to
letters
always
to
be
kill.
betraying each other, then everyone else is just happy ally land.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. C's a mirror, B and D always ally, so we ally.
And this is like, you know, metaphorical about, you know, you are allying is good.
Allying is much easier.
Yeah, betraying will only really save, like, one person. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of just do the same fucking thing every time.
Yeah. And again, that is the point of the game.
Yeah. Yippee.
Show 'em, hey, you dummies, don't ever betray, you can just do this.
Yeah. Ha! Got it.
Way to go!
Good work.
Cheap viewers? Hey! Our viewers
Hey.
are priceless.
Can't fucking believe this.
First it was best viewers, and now they're trying to offer us cheap viewers?
Right,
Look
like,
at
if we didn't
lowball.
take the best viewers.
We
Come
already
on
have
now.
the best viewers.
You think we want cheap viewers on top of that? Bullshit.
Get out
Yeah.
here.
Hey, look, the screen changed color.
So, would this be?
Could this be?
Should this be?
No, that doesn't work. Oh.
Not a fan.
I think if you swapped the sun and star, it'd be phenomenal.
I don't think that would help it too much. 'cause
Which
I-
star?
The sun and the top left star.
Like the sun on the top left would be fun, but I just don't think the placements of the stars would work. Would work.
I would like them, but it is not so in any case.
Yeah, and
I think it would be preferable with the sun up there, but I don't think it would bring it up more than like a point or two.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think it would be a dramatic improvement. It would be an improvement, though.
And there are different symbols now in different places.
And that means we have all the safe passwords, so
Yeah.
it means that I will now have the honor and obligation of preparing the tier list for when we finish. 12 streams from now. Okie dokie. God, these fucking cubes in the way. Alright.
The same safe we've seen in other rooms.
That means you probably opened it the same way too.
We just need to plug in the password, right?
Yeah.
I already forgot. Okay. Sun, moon, star. Sun. Oh. The fact that it's 3-1-2 also really fucks with the flow for me. I just feel like that matters.
Good job. You opened it.
Huh. Well done. Yeah, we're gonna need to like keep a note for the stream of like which one is 1, which one is 2, which one is 3, so we
absolutely.
know that info as well.
Yes.
Well, when we go back to get our screen grabs, we'll hear the commentary and see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not pulling them from the VODs. That would be poor quality. I can go into the game and just screenshot it from the archive directly.
I'll
Crisp JPEGs.
I'll rewatch them all, boss.
Moon's 1, Sun,
Stars
2,
Sun is
Sun's
3,
3.
I think.
Yeah.
Moon, Star, Sun.
I mean, we can literally test it this second.
Yeah, that's true. I already forgot.
It's star, sun.
Star, Sun. Okay. We've just been yapping too much. I can't hold
always.
information.
You just
As
saying
every
that's
day.
true, and then not testing it really got me.
Yeah, you make a fair point. Oh shit, there's no map to or piece of paper to pull out from underneath everything.
This is
Fucked
so
up. There's,
sad.
like, no unreasonable order to do this.
Yeah, honestly, starting with anything would make some sense because I feel like the bottles would be a thing you might reach for because they're interesting and important. Even though they're in the back. They're also taller.
Yeah.
Stand out more color-wise.
Yeah, the key is kind of an obvious first thing to pull because it's the thing you need most imminently. And the cards are also fine to pull because you have to distribute them and that way you can kind of do that and then get back to the rest of the stuff. They're all like a sensible thing to start with, you know? Which is fucked up.
I hate it.
Man, Q
Fuck
Room
this
sucks. Yeah. Letting us down today. Yes! It's open! Okay then. Let's see what's in here. First off, 2 star key cards.
We can use these to play the AB games as many times as we want.
Hold on. Those keys are important, but... Look at this. See, I know what's most important.
Grape juice.
The Radical 6 cure.
Oh. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what to say. Quark is going to be okay.
Is he crying?
What a loser!
Cringe.
Cringe.
Just slaps them out of his hands.
All right, let's get out of
Loser.
here. Anyway, let's go. Let's get out of here. We got to get this stuff to Quark and Alice. And also, it's cringe to be in a room with a guy who's crying.
Yeah, you're right. It is kind of cringe. This key should do the trick. Let's get moving.
Totally.
A man crying? That isn't very Father's Day of him.
Yeah. The door's locked. It says lock. You guys ready?
All set here.
Go for it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
2, 3.
Stop that! God, that's good.
I love him.
Yeah.
I forgot he did that.
God. Jeez. One more time. You have to start over. 3, 2,
4,
1.
5.
Stupid ass bit. You found it.
You found it.
You found it.
Huh. It opened.
We should get back to the Flore warehouse then.
What kind of it opened after we put the key in and turned it? Yeah, it does that.
No, thought it might explode you with the cube.
Hey, wait. Did you guys hear something?
What?
I never hear anything.
You didn't hear it? It came from over there. Sounds like something turning on. See, I told you. The screen wasn't on before.
You're right. Guess it was set to turn on when we opened the door.
It looks like an authentication screen. I think we need to put in an ID and a password.
Yeah, but what?
Don't even worry about it.
You'll find it very funny, Junpei Tenmyoshi.
That was when I noticed the... Oh, sorry, wait, no, that's you, Grace.
Fuck you. I do not accept your apology.
He's eating a hamburger.
So true.
I think it is a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Or no, was it hamburger? I'll need to rewatch. It might have been hamburger. I may have
Well, what is
miscorrected
a what is a
you.
cheeseburger if not just a cooler hamburger?
Whatever it is, it's got a lot of lettuce.
Which is, yeah, a lot. But that's why I feel like Quark said it, because the cheeseburgers are cooler and they like cheeseburgers more. But I do think they actually did say hamburger.
Do you think that Quark has ever had a hamburger?
I don't think so, but I think they watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and, like, imagine eating all the food
Oh,
there.
so true.
Oh yeah, they probably think about eating hamburgies.
Every day they think about, God, I would not be suffering if I just had a hamburger right now.
Yeah.
You're busy eating burgies.
Quark so deserves to eat a burger. Like, look at them. They are quintessential eat a burger.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
them to like a diner and I'm gonna get them a hamburger and a milkshake.
This
Yeah,
is true.
oh my god, they
Fries.
would freak out. Yes, fries too. And you teach them about dipping fries in milkshake, and they
Oh, they
truly
would.
their mind would
They
be
would-
blown.
They would lose their fucking marbles. They'd
If you-
drop them all over the floor and
Yeah.
then I'd help them pick them up.
Absolutely.
If you took Quark to a Wendy's and,
Oh my
and got them
God.
on the Wendy's French fries and Frosty, because the Frosties are like peak French fry in a shake. They're like shakes that were made to have French fries dipped in them. Good shit.
Yeah. Again, they truly would need a couple moments to calm down.
Maybe it's because we're talking about burger and there's like an association in my mind, but just thinking about Quark eating like a baseball game hot dog.
Yes.
I feel like they would fuck up a hot dog at a baseball game.
Absolutely.
They wouldn't care about baseball, but they would like that hot dog.
Nobody who goes to a baseball game cares about baseball. I've been to many baseball games and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, same.
Because
I want to be sitting in the field, like the hill, instead of on the seats.
yeah.
That was when I noticed the illustration. The lion is eating the burger.
Burgie.
Thank you.
Him busy eating burgie.
The lion is eating the burger. The lion is eating the...
Memento Mori.
If the ninth lion ate the burger.
Remember death. If the 9th lion eat a burger. If the funny lion eat a burger.
And those two have to share.
Yeah, fucked up.
But it's the same tummy, so...
I wonder if anybody played this game and actually did keep count of how many lions they saw.
Almost
I sure
definitely.
Really.
I was like, I trust that they're gonna tell me when I find the 9th one. Sorry, the 9th one.
How could you? This is how Cork would try to eat a burger at first because they don't know.
Yeah.
This is true.
They think this is the proper burger eating etiquette. and
Yeah.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Of course. This was the real 9th lion.
I feel like if I was trying to keep track of the lions, though, I would get thrown by the 2-headed one. I'd be like, is that one lion or
Absolutely.
2?
Mm-hmm.
It counts as 1 for these purposes, but I just feel like it could be 2.
Yeah, it could trick ya.
Yeah. I would have to, like, maintain 2 separate counts just to be like, if this is 2 versus if this is 1.
Mm-hmm.
UB, this is true.
UB.
I agree.
Yes.
But if that was the case, I just want to give Cork so many
Oh my
fast
God.
food. Wibblies!
I love
Anyway,
the
I want to give Cork
text.
so many fast foods to make them do different little dances for each.
This is true. God, I love that the text is just baked into this image.
She's hitting
Yeah.
the nay.
This is so
God.
beautiful.
I should have said Wibbly Akane as the art ref for it instead of normal Akane.
Yeah.
God, and from this, it looks like her hand is like on her hip and she's throwing it back.
It really
I think
does.
she's hitting.
There's like a lot of moments where that's
She's
what
hitting
it
the
looks like.
nay.
Fuck it up, Grandma.
Fuck it up, Grandma.
She should be at the club.
Yeah.
I can't read that. Always
You can
remember.
read Remember Daff.
Always remember. You're gonna die.
Oh, I remember.
Look at me.
Oh, I remember.
I'm gonna go to the Wendy's play place
Happy
after I'm done
day.
being Wibbly.
They're so long.
Finally tall.
They got stretched out like that kid in Willy Wonka. They put in the
Yeah.
taffy puller. Not the book. Memento Mori. Remember.
God.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Big hands.
Squashed.
She,
Oh,
she's
Yowie Hands
really
Alice, we used to
trying to
call her.
get closer to the scalpel, but she keeps undulating. See, well, getting real near, but what a perfect game.
Truly. Kurosiki.
Just see, like, as soon as, like, you get to the R, Junpei is just shitting.
Yeah.
Karkand.
Quonk.
Sigma! Look!
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
You're?
Akane. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a very long time.
He walked toward her. Slowly, carefully, almost as if he was afraid of scaring her away, he reached out.
Like she's a deer.
Right for the titties.
Right in the tits.
Sir? This is a pretty good visual representation of a
his eyes
hologram.
shut,
though.
just leaving his hand
This
right
visual
there.
plus Temyoji squeezed is very.
I know. I also imagine squeezed his hand.
No, I just like Temyoji tried to squeeze her boob.
Yeah. He missed. Sad.
Akane.
Missed. God. He closed his hand around up the air and let it fall to his side.
He really did try to grab.
Yeah. Damn it. 45 fucking years.
With no boobie.
There have not been boobs on Earth in 45 years.
This is true.
We lost
all
boobs
of them
galore.
got blown off in the blast. Free top surgery for everyone.
This is true.
There was a moment of sad silence, and then she began to speak.
I see you finally arrived.
Oh yeah, he definitely remembers the existence of the ring.
You're finally awake. Like, he does remember, it's implied, I believe, that he does remember what happened at the test site.
I don't know that he does.
He knows that he was there and he was involved and Connie was there.
Well, she never erased that he knew he was there.
Yeah, fair.
Because that wasn't inside the test site. I think he only forgot what actually happened after. I think he remembers decom, but he doesn't remember, like, the secondary location. I think.
But,
is the
like, then
implication.
that's
Which I still
confusing
find-
with, like, why he doesn't show more suspicion to Sigma and Phi, but it's just like,
That's
can
true.
hand wave that.
Yeah.
I always hate it so much because, like, they're like, oh, Junpei forgot forever because he got a quick little injection. Meanwhile, in the game, characters easily remember stuff they were supposed to forget.
Yeah, but a lot of that's, like, morphogenetic, right?
No, because the Eric had it. Eric was the first character to remember something that
When? What?
during Pod Room, after he forgets everything there, and then the next fragment after Pod Room for there, he's like, it's a little bit hazy, but I remembered where the shotgun was, and that I shot the panel, and I'm just like,
It's also, though, I think that's a different type of memory. Information versus events, your brain stores differently. So it's possible that I don't know.
it's still just
Its memory is a lot more complicated than I would say ZTD
yeah, like
presents
it's
it as.
definitely a lot. There's a lot of stuff, but it's just like it feels so like an easy explanation of like, oh, some characters just remember this stuff really easily because it's more convenient for the story here versus this character who, by the standards of these other characters, should be able to remember but can't.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like it's a little thing that bothers me, but there's nothing I can really do about it.
Yeah, it's not.
She off screen hit his head with a rock a couple times.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, just to make sure.
It's also possible she gave him like a larger dose with the bracelet than they were actually getting in there. Because I don't think it was like bracelet time
Yeah.
when she jabbed him with it. I think she might have just like done something, like she probably, because she made or was going to make bracelets, kind of knew how they worked. She might have like hit something that gave him like a big dose of the stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I could see that.
I've been waiting for you.
Stabbing him in the neck with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go right to the brain.
No, right in the shin.
Yeah, right. in
Of
the
course,
shin,
yes,
of
that's the
course.
fastest. Yeah.
What you see now is a holographic message I recorded before you came here. Unfortunately, this means I will not be able to answer your questions.
But I think it'll be really funny when I, like, guess what you're saying and then I pretend to... So you know, like, when there's an answering machine and, like, the asshole says, like, yeah, hello.
My
like,
least favorite.
Haha, just kidding. I want to do that. I would do that.
Yeah, if I had a hologram, I would do that. Neo Man, second Carlos is something I have thought about very often. Carlos 2 is just sort of out there in every timeline. And you're right that it's not internally consistent that he should show up in every timeline, but simply doesn't. But to be fair, like, kind of that type of, like, timeline-related internal inconsistency is pretty, like, even in VLR, it doesn't make sense that Akane is alive on all the Cyan routes, because it's not, they only went back on one. Like, it only being Cyan doesn't really make sense with the rules of how the flow of time works in VLR, but it's kind of the only way that the game works.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a weird thing. I guess the idea is that, like, the box is opened when you go through the Cyan door, because you either find the bomb or you don't, but it, like, doesn't actually make sense for it to be all the Cyan routes. It really should be only the route that they went back from, or it should be all of them.
Yeah.
But it's neither of those things. In every instance except that when some comical accident happens to him, like falling in a sinkhole or getting hit by a car, I'd be prepared to believe that.
And, like, you'd think it's, like, second Carlos, like, ooh, setting that up so it can be the only one, but no, it is genuine comical accidents.
Yeah, he keeps having Looney Tunes shit happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone dropped an anvil on him in one of them.
A piano fell on top of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was fine, but he did briefly have a bunch of piano keys in his mouth so they looked like his teeth.
Yeah.
It was very sad.
It was very silly. He couldn't show his face after that.
Yeah, otherwise he would have saved... otherwise, a hope of 2 wouldn't have happened, is the problem.
Yeah.
Because he would have busted in and been like, oh, that's not who I thought was going to be there.
He busted in and I was like, oh, this is awkward. I'm gonna go now.
Yeah. But it is kind of a question of, like, how and where timeline, quote-unquote, splits actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
If it is a, like, branching tree as we see in the timelines, or if it is more like parallel timelines that do the same thing for part of it, but not the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe he went to it was still, like, a separate before, even if they were identical. It's something that, like, I don't think matters enough to the games to draw that delineation, but is maybe an argument? I don't know. I'm just saying words at this point.
And we love to do that.
This is true.
I hope you will understand. Now, where to begin?
That corner almost looks like one of those optical illusions where the cube
Yeah,
actually
I'm
looks
gonna
like
say
it's...
the cube in the
Yeah.
corner fucked me up immensely.
Yeah.
You probably have a great many questions.
It's like that optical illusion of, like, the weird dinosaur thing or whatever that looks like it's looking at you.
I have not seen this one.
They're like real-life sculptures. Maybe it's like an alligator and not a dinosaur. I don't think I have... I'll find it later.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
What day is it?
Or maybe I can try to
That's
stealth
not
find
my
it.
first one.
Yeah. It's on the list for sure, but...
Mhm.
Who is Zero? And what does he have to do with Akane Kurashiki? But I imagine there is one question that rises above all the others. Why were we brought here? The answer to that is simple. Everything that has happened here is part of our plan.
Help verify myself.
All of this was required for the success of the AB project. I assume you heard the name by now, at least. In any event, you are all needed in
If
order
I'm
to
wrong,
execute
well,
our
you
plan.
fucking sequence broke and stop that. Get out.
The Honorary game was necessary for the same reason. Your question now, I imagine, is just what is this AB project?
Okay, I was able to find a video of the thing I was talking about. It's a little freaky looking.
The answer to that is also simple. Allow me to explain. We created the AB project for one purpose: to transport the consciousnesses of two people into the past. Those two people are you, Sigma, and you, Phi.
What do you mean, the past? I told you, I can't respond to your questions directly.
The moment the words were out of my mouth, I realized no one could answer the question. Not Vi, not Tenmyoshi, and certainly not a pre-recorded hologram.
Have you figured out what this room is? I assume you saw the Q on the door.
Are you
It
ready for
stands
some bullshit?
quantum. That makes
Like,
this
why would you have figured that out? Why?
Literally.
There's nothing to do with it that's revealed yet.
No.
It took me a moment to realize she changed subjects without even pausing.
Yeah, she does that.
She loves to do that. Like how many guys I've dated.
18 times 0. Ah, see, that one's a classic. It's a little throwback for the boys. And Tenmyoshi is sobbing on the floor.
Well, the boy. At
The
least.
boy.
There was nothing we could do, of course, but I still felt a twinge of frustration.
I do love that kind of parallel between her and the Mr. Termites hologram of just like suddenly changing the subject, being fully aware that it's infuriating, but like they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
She's like, first I will tell you about the quantum room. Anyway.
Take a look at the rear of the room. Do you see that large enclosure? That houses our quantum computer. The systems that control this entire facility run on that machine. That includes the construct you refer to as Zero Junior, as well as the golems. All of them do their thinking in that box. Isn't that strange, though? It seems
Wouldn't it be
contrary to how
fucked up if
perceive
we
the
had a box?
What
Think
if-
about it.
What if you were a quantum computer? Makes you think.
No,
Black
it
Mirror.
doesn't.
Remember that
It
thing
really
Lotus
makes you
said?
think.
What if your mom ran on batteries? That tweet
What?
destroyed Black Mirror. It's just like, it's just a tweet it's something like every Black Mirror episode is just like, what if your mom ran on batteries? And I think about
It's
that
such
so
a
much.
good fucking tweet.
Like that I think is just the beginning and end of the tweet, but it makes me laugh so hard because it's literally, I've seen several episodes of Black Mirror. It's pretty much that.
Yeah, it really is. What if your mom ran on batteries?
Yeah. There's like a couple good episodes of it, but they are mostly
are.
bad.
I enjoy it, but it is objectively silly, and it's like, hey, do you get it? The Black Mirror is your phone. What phone?
It's phones. What if your phone makes you think?
What if your phone?
My biggest thing was I think some of those episodes didn't need to be 90 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they all are like insanely long, or at least most of them are. And I just remember feeling like a lot of them. The problem with Black Mirror, I just think, is a lot of those episodes are a like 15-minute short film idea, and they make them all like an hour long. There are some that are definitely like, yeah, UB is right that some of them very much justify their length, and some of them really didn't need to be as long as they are. But
It
I think
really
I've seen
can
like,
hit high highs.
yeah, I mean like San Junipero is a good one, but that's because it's like tonally so wildly different from like most of the other shit they do. Because they're just like, this is an interesting like use of technology and kind of a fun little like twist they throw in at the end, and also gay people are there. But you know, I don't know. I think a lot of it is just like, what if phone? Would that be fucked up or what? remember
Just
the
like
other
you
ones I
said,
thought
so
were
many of them
okay.
could have been like 15-minute episodes or just like short stories. Just write short stories.
A lot of them really are just like, just write a short story. Because I think it would, at a certain point of length, you have to spend a lot of time, like, justifying your premise and, like, the world building. And I feel like a short story can do that a lot more compactly without feeling like it has to keep justifying itself. I don't know.
My favorite of that is Ursula K. Le Guin's Those Who Walk Away from Omelas, just talking to you, the viewer. Hey, accept this. Don't worry about it. This is how it works. Look at it. It works. Okay,
Yeah.
read.
Yeah, it's like, this is a story about it would be fucked up, so you have to, like, it's the thing the story is about. You have to accept the premise.
Yeah, like,
Or else neither of us are gonna be
Don't try to
having
argue the
fun.
premise. This is how it works, and Omelas it is.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, well, because it's like, for a story like Omelas, I haven't read it, but I know what it's about.
It's really good.
It is about, like, it would be fucked up if it worked this way, and also kind of it does.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's like, you accept the premise as a good metaphor, and move on, and don't question it, because that's not the point. The point is that it would be fucked up, and it is fucked up. I really need to read Omelas. I need to read more Le Guin in general. I've only read The Left Hand of Darkness and one of the side stories for The Left Hand of Darkness, which was not good, but The Left Hand of Darkness is good.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I need to read more Le Guin, but I've only read Omelas.
Yeah, she's just a really good writer.
Yeah. She had a lot of good thoughts, again, even outside of, like, her, like, fiction writing, I suppose. There's just a lot of the things she has said, just as Ursula K. Le Guin.
Yeah, I do love... I feel like I'm constantly just seeing quotes of hers on Tumblr that are, like, really good.
Yeah, about...
She was one of the first people to call J.K. Rowling a hack. She...
talks about how divine femininity is not liberation for women. That's what I really fucking like, because, dear God, it's prevalent right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate the divine feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... Oh my god, I could talk about it forever.
the idea
But
of,
Ursula K. Le Guin said all of my thoughts on it, but good, because, you know, she is an amazing professional writer.
Yeah. I always like the quote of hers when she's talking about Left Hand of Darkness, saying she's haunted and bedeviled by the matter of the pronouns.
Yeah.
It's just such a funny thing to say about that. Which
in
is a whole
middle
thing.
school.
I could write an essay about how I will actually defend her use of pronouns in Left Hand of Darkness. I get it's a complicated issue, but I think it works for the specific story she's telling. Which is that the guy who is narrating the story would use the wrong pronouns. Or at least, like, would use misleading pronouns. That's kind of the whole thing, is the problem he has that the story very explicitly addresses. So I'm like, I think it's fine that they're using he gender neutrally, because that's what Genly is doing. So it's complicated. But it's a good one. But I just love the phrase "haunted and bedeviled by the matter of the pronouns." Like, girl,
Yeah,
me
it's
too.
really good.
Felt.
The body, the thing that you see and interact with, is somewhere else.
Hey, stop talking about other bullshit. Listen to mine.
All its thoughts are in this box.
In a box, you say?
Isn't so strange, though. Perhaps humans are the same. with our
What
minds and
if?
thoughts existing separate from our bodies.
What if you were just the monitor, and the computer was somewhere else?
Think about it, because it's true.
Wouldn't
For
it be fucked
computers,
up?
that means it could be true for humans.
This really is
Okay.
some Rupert Sheldrake-ass logic.
Uh-huh. I truly love the contrast of Lotus saying, yeah, I'm just saying bullshit. I don't believe that, versus Akane saying it here
Yeah.
as a truth.
Yeah, Lotus clearly presented it as, like, I don't know, this is something I thought of that I think would be fucked up. I don't really think it's true, but it's interesting to think about. You can't really disprove it, but, like, I don't really think it. But it would be fucked up. Which is, like, I love that about
Akane
her.
telling you.
I love how often Lotus will say something and be like, I don't believe this. But, like, if you think about it, maybe.
And, like, yeah, also me, like, at midnight to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Our core is in our head, of course. We all have individual brains, think individual thoughts, and act according to individual will. That makes communication difficult, though. So, we're forced to rely on inefficient mediums, like language, photographs, non-verbal cues, etc., to transmit information. Each one of us is an individual, and we have no direct connection to anyone else. But is that really true? In the dimensions we are most familiar with, yes, it is. If we look at things from another
The
higher
funny dimension.
we may all be connected after all, like the branches of a tree or a rhizome.
Rhizome.
Imagine a horizontal cross-section of the root system of a large tree.
Imagine an apple.
You can see are the spots where the roots intersect
And a
the plane
banana.
of your cross-section.
They committed a serious crime.
But if you look at them from the 4th dimension,
In the 2 dimensions you see, the roots all appear to be individual things with no connection to one another. But this isn't the case. If you expand your view and look at the root system in 3 dimensions instead of only 2, you see the truth. All the roots join together at the trunk. In 2 dimensions, they appear to be separate. But if you look at the roots from a 3rd higher dimension, you see things that might appear to be separate from one another in 3 dimensions could be connected to one another.
And I just want her to, like,
4 dimensions.
throw out all the mights and could-bes. Like, no, say this with conviction.
yeah, right? Say what you mean.
Doesn't that at least seem like it could be a
Quit
possibility?
hedging this argument.
I believe that is how human consciousness actually works. Well,
Yeah, it absolutely is, Neo. I'm just saying it's funny how it's introduced with Lotus is her saying, I half read this on Wikipedia once and
Yeah.
thought about it a lot more. Like, what if this shit is true? You know? Versus
You fucked
when
up.
Akane is like, yeah, she was right, LMAO.
Yeah.
Zero and I share that belief.
Morphogenetic field theory.
And Miyoshi mumbled something that sounded like nonsense.
Don't worry, it is.
Absolutely is. I opened my mouth to ask him what it meant, but Akane was already talking again.
Now,
Yeah, Sigma,
when
listen
I
to women.
talk about a 4th dimension, I'm referring to the 4th dimension used in Minkowski space-time.
Oh, of
Of
course.
course.
As we all know.
Obviously.
Let's start with a single dimension, where all that exists is a point. Connect points to one another. In one dimension,
Ah, sorry.
the only surface you can create
On
is that
International
a
Women's
line.
Day.
I know, I'm so sorry, Akane.
But move to 2 dimensions and create more lines, and you can create shapes. These are 2-dimensional surfaces. Move up to 3 dimensions, and you can connect these shapes to one another and form 3-dimensional objects. Now you have a 3-dimensional surface, which encompasses a volume of space. Connect 3-dimensional objects to one
And well,
another,
we can't
and
really
form
show it because you only
4-dimensional
exist in
objects,
3
which
dimensions,
encompasses
but
a volume of
imagine
space
this.
and time.
Man, that's another one of those weird, like, math YouTube algorithms that I get on sometimes, is just, like, simulations of 4-dimensional objects. Trying to understand a hypercube. The best explanation that I saw of it was that in the same way that a cube is like 6 squares that's folded together, if you could take a bunch of cubes and fold them together in the same way, it would make a hypercube. And I'm like, great, I still don't really get it, but I get it
Yeah,
more.
because that still is just a 3-dimensional shape,
Yeah.
but it isn't. But it is inherently hard to conceptualize 4 dimensions. Again, you cannot because we do not exist. We don't. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
It is on that 4th dimensional axis that our minds
Precisely. Imagine, if you will, something incomprehensible. Something you literally are incapable of imagining because we exist in 3 dimensions.
Imagine something that only exists as a mathematical concept. Well, okay, other dimensions, I think, according to leading scientific theories, like, probably exist.
But like, we
see
can't
'em.
think about them in any concrete way because we don't exist in them. Even if they exist, they are not something we can perceive.
Yeah. I think, like, current like, astrophysics or something supports the idea of there being more dimensions, but we can kind of only explore them theoretically. As, like, mathematical concepts, mostly.
If that was true, then what would prevent anyone from sending their consciousness backward or forward in time? That theory is the foundation of the AB project. The A represents after, and the B represents before. It probably sounds silly to you.
Yes.
It sure does. I've also never really gotten the idea of time as the 4th dimension. I feel like I would need to, like, do some actual reading on, like, why that thought process came into existence, because I don't think it's really discredited as an idea, but, like, it just doesn't make sense to me that it would be.
I can kind of understand because it's not in the physical. Like, it is the one thing, like, that is beyond the physical that we, like, observably have, so it has to, if it doesn't exist in any of the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd dimensions, which are the physical, it has to be a higher dimension because it is.
I just, defining it as a dimension doesn't make sense to me categorically. And I'm not saying it's wrong to do that, because obviously there's a reason that people say that. Like, people who know what they're talking about say that, but, like, that argument to me, it doesn't sell me, is the thing. I don't know. I would have to
And
just,
I totally
like, read
get
about
that.
this.
It's just, like, to me, it does make sense why one would think of it as part of the 4th dimension.
Yeah.
A ridiculous story made up by a bad old woman.
100%.
True.
But look at what's happened to you. You've seen many different worlds and timelines, haven't you, Sigma? And what about you, Phi? I know you have too. Am I wrong? Tenmyoji should know what I'm talking about as well. I believe you experienced something very similar nearly half a century ago. You sent your consciousness to
So
the past
mad.
to help save a little girl's life. It was a long time ago, but perhaps you still remember.
Yeah, of course I do. How could I forget?
Yeah, of course I
That
do.
was you, Akane.
Weird direction on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's a little too chipper.
Yeah.
Suddenly, it felt like Phi and I were outsiders, trespassing on something we had no right to see. Like, yeah. Tenmyoshi's face was taunt. I don't think
Literally
that's
unplayable.
correct.
It should
With
be
emotion
taught.
as he looked into Akane's eyes.
T-A-U-T is what they meant.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This game
I
sucks.
can't believe this.
I hope someone got sent into the 6th dimension for this.
I hope someone was cooked and eaten for this.
Yeah.
It seemed almost like she was looking back at him.
Now, unfortunately, my time is up. The final stage of the project will begin very soon. I need to go prepare. The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story. So come and find me. I'll be waiting. One last thing. The cat in the box. Is it alive? Or is it dead?
Not
This
only
will
does
be on the
every
test.
not only does every visual novel have to make a reference to Schrodinger's cat, it also very specifically has to say this. Every VN has to say the cat in the box. Is it alive or dead?
Because if you're gonna bring it up, you just gotta say that.
Yeah.
Sigma, Vi, you will decide its fate. Goodbye.
Wait! Akane, wait!
LMAO.
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 Dumbass.
Ruffle.
This is going in my cringe comp.
Everything is going
It's
to
going
be
to get
okay.
so many views on
Okay.
MoonTube.
Everything's gonna be okay. She makes me sick.
I will see you again one day. I promise.
Ugh.
I have to ask you to wait just a little longer.
Sick in the
Wait.
head.
Akane!
Absolutely sick and twisted. Diabolical.
He's so
He was
mean.
gone.
Astro's so true.
I love how they made a bespoke illustration for
Oh,
this. Illustration.
It was that important.
It was.
Tenmyoshi collapsed his knees, his back hunched and shaking. He saw tears land on the white-knuckled fists he pressed against his thighs.
Ugh.
God. Just imagine that after 45 fucking years.
Yeah.
And then what will happen after when he actually meets her and it's not her,
Man.
but it's not.
Explodes.
Yeah. I kept quiet. What was there to say? And I looked at one another and nodded silently. With a shaking hand, Tenmyoji pulled a photograph out of his pocket. It was a picture of a girl. After all that we'd been through, her smile was enough to break your heart. God, this game. Fuck this game so much.
I
hate
fucking
this
hate this
game.
game.
I truly feel indescribable things about Junpei Tenmyoshi and Akane Kurashiki.
This is true. I think now might be about as good a spot as we're gonna get.
Yeah.
For...
Probably.
Because it's gonna be a bowling ball from here on out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been watching the time, so I think
Uh-huh.
successful session.
Yeah, extremely good. Like, we just did the perfect amount. And again, we got Akane Kurashiki at the end. We got her. We got Akane Kurashiki to speak to us.
Oh, Astro, I think we got 2 more at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 or 3 more, but I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be less than 4, but more than 2.
Yeah.
So, couple options there.
So 3.
No.
Well, X is more
Fuck
than
you.
18, but less than 19, but also a whole number.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, so we will sadly not be ending for Pride Month. And then...
Yeah. Because we still have to do the whole bit where they go back and save Akane. That's a whole pretty long sequence that hasn't happened yet.
It's soon.
Yeah.
Also, the whole ending after that is like... Every time I replay it, it is way longer than I remember it being.
Yeah,
There's
it's
just
so
like
much
a
longer
lot
than you
of-
think.
Yeah.
And then there's the epilogue.
Then there's the epilogue, yeah. So we probably have 2 to 3 games left, comfortably.
And by the way,
Sessions
the
left.
epilogue, when it gets to biker speech, we're gonna be there a fucking while.
Yeah, for 10 years, we're just gonna be wailing about the bikers.
We need to do the entire epilogue in one stream, or we'll die.
Yeah, we have to like force it, or we'll be there forever. So yeah, we are in the home stretch, but I think we have at least a few more. Just because this is a long ass game. We have already, by a long shot, beaten out how long the original VLR streams were. Original VLR streams were 14. We are in the low 20s at this point.
Yeah.
Wait, can we see how far we into 16? Oh, we might have passed 69 to 70. Fuck us.
We absolutely did.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're at
Well,
71.
we need to start the stream over.
No. We just keep playing until we hit 420 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, again, that'll happen during Biker speech.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm not worried about that at all. Yeah, this is true, Yubi. We are always yapping.
We are yapologists.
This is our podcast.
And it's my favorite thing in the world. I literally
I love
never
our
stop
podcast.
talking.
It's so good. Well, thank you all for joining us for an exciting episode
I love you all.
of Lurchu's Fast
Yeah.
Forward.
There was betrayal. There was romance.
There
were butts.
Cheeky.
There was me falling asleep.
Yeah.
just like the good old days.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you all for joining. We will, I think, be back next week.
Yeah, there's no interference next week.
Yeah,
We're
none
for
that I
sure
know
not
of.
doing it in 2 weeks, but that doesn't. We will repeat that next week.
Yeah, next week should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, we'll obviously hammer out whatever the scheduling ends up being in DMs at a later date. But as far as I know, we're on for next week at the normal time.
Yep.
Maybe I'll remember to stream on Friday. Also, I forgot this week because I was tired.
Yeah, I thought about mentioning it, but I was like, I'm also so sleepy.
Yeah, I was like maybe gonna say something and see if you were up for it, but I was like, I was playing The Sims, which is hard to pry myself away from, and as it is, and I was like, I don't really want to stop doing this.
Yeah.
So, but
I have just been so fucking sleepy this entire week.
yeah, you gotta sleep more than you presently do,
Yeah.
is what I'll say to that. But yeah, we'll at least be back for VLR next week, if not something more, if we decide on something we want to play. But until then, my friends,
Goodbye. I love you.
have a good one,
Have a
guys.
Have a good one,
Guys.
guys. Happy Internet.